10,254 days. That's how long it's been since the last Chicago Bulls championship. But today, I'm looking to change that, as I'll be taking over as GM of the Chicago Bulls for the next decade in a realistic rebuild. This is 10-year takeover number 2. If you're not familiar with the format, I'm not allowed to use Trade Finder. I gotta make all my own trades. Injuries will be on, and most importantly, of course, I'm trying to go get a ring, and we got to do it with this guy right here, Caleb Wilson, the number 4 overall pick to Chicago in the 26th draft. This is a guy who's got Bulls fans more excited than they've been in a long time. Now, the offseason isn't finished at the moment, so I might grab another guy or two. You know, I think Cam Thomas as a reclamation project, maybe he plays decent. We could get some value for him later. I'm not mad at it. Now, $10 million for Cam feels a little nuts. Okay, never mind. If he wants $10 million, go get that in China, buddy. How about Jett Howard? Dang, he wants $12 million. Y'all got it then. We're good with our roster. We will be making a few changes internally here. I want to make Modest Buzelis, aka Lil Boozy Vert, a small forward, which actually bumps him to an 85 overall, and I need his shot tendency higher. I want him taking shots. We're going to put him at like an 85. And Caleb Wilson, listen, bud, you got the ultimate green light. Just like you have the green light to click the subscribe button. We're on the road to 500K, trying to hit it before GTA 6. Also like the video, hype the video. Yeah, we're putting Wilson on maxed out shot tendency. Norm Powell, I'm going to put him at like an 80. Giddy, I'll bump him to a 75. Everybody else is cool. Man, I'd love to get off a Pat Williams contract. There's a lot of time left on that. With those few small changes, I think we're all squared away. Buzelis gets better. That's from me changing the position. Norm Powell does get worse at 33 years old. I definitely want to keep Giddy, Buzelis. Trey Jones is a fan favorite, so I'd love to have him around. Man, I just started the video. Chill out on the battery being low. And of course, Wilson's going to be a big part of what we're doing here. Now, this season, if we're bad, not mad at that at all. Get another young piece to throw into the core. We also have one too many players. This Ulbrich dude, the CPU signed him back even though I didn't want him, so I'm going to let Buddy go. And now it is time for the Caleb Wilson debut game. Taking on Sacramento. We get a warm-up. How do we do opening night? We lost to Sacramento, but Wilson had 29 and 11. I was like, where's Acuff? He must have suffered an injury over the summer. He wasn't playing opening night. But 29 and 11, really good game to open it up. Team's not even playing too bad. We're around 500, and the Bulls have kind of been in that spot for a while. It's ultimately the spot they've been trying to make it out of. That's why they made all those trades to be bad and got the 4th overall pick as a result of their tanking, right? But we definitely don't want to be in that no man's land where we're not good enough to win the title, but not bad enough to get a good pick. But maybe we're just a good team. We're the number 3 seed right now with Caleb Wilson, 20 and 11. That's 9 games above 500. That's not hovering around 500 by any means. Wilson's averaging 17 on buns efficiency, 38% from the field, and he's a power forward. 19.5 from 3. Lil Boozy, though, year 3 leap, 21 a night. Giddy's been awesome, 19, 8, and 9, stuff in the stat sheet, but similar stuff to what he was doing from last year, just better efficiency. Norm Powell's averaging over a dub. I might try and go get somebody who can really expedite what we have going on this year. Bring in a piece. It's time to buy. I'm gonna see what teams are selling, but if I got a young group that's exciting, maybe I can get a piece that's a vet and just helps us out. You know what I mean? Let's stop it right here. February 2nd, trade deadline right around the corner. Now, there's definitely a gap between us at the 3 seed and like the Knicks and Pistons who are the 1 and 2 seeds. Also, you look further down, like we're only 3.5 games out of the 8 seed. We're not too far up on the Indiana Pacers right now, so just something to consider there. As far as selling teams, you got the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, Tyler Hero as a younger scorer than Norm Powell could be interesting. Things aren't really working out in Philly, and they might be willing to part ways with some of their pieces. They just got JB, so I wouldn't really see them giving him up, or like Maxey or Edgecombe. That just doesn't make sense. Porter Jr., we've kind of got a lot of wing play. Would be a fun player otherwise, though. Desmond Bane, I think, could be a good target. target at the 2-guard spot. Maybe transition Norm Powell into a bench role. The Kings are selling. Sabonis could be kind of dynamic in our front court, and we could probably get him for pretty cheap. Kobe White, he was just in Chicago. We're not going to bring him right back. Clippers, don't really want BI. Okay, so as far as trade targets, Sabonis is a 2-star value. Yeah, I guess the contract isn't great, so that makes sense. I mean, Claxton isn't super valuable here either. I downloaded a custom roster, and I guess it had adjusted value for players based on like if they're overpaid, and I kind of rock with it. Like, Sabonis isn't super valuable in all honesty, but if I were to get him, I think he could help us. He's 16 and 10 with 5 assists. Next year he'd be expiring. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see this being a high-risk move. But you know what? Here's the deal. I want y'all to take on Patrick Williams, who is like, maybe you think there's something there with his potential. I don't. And because you're taking on the Paul, I'll give you my pick this year. I think this is fair. I think this is a fair deal. What do they say? Done. We get Domantas Sabonis. I know he's not the most defensive-minded big man. And why is Josh Giddey off the bench? No. We're not doing that, coach. Trey Jones, sorry, bud, but I'm going to hit you with the force non-starter. I'm going to throw you off the bench. It's the only trade I'm doing for now, going and getting Domantas Sabonis. It seemed like just the perfect buy low, low-risk, high-reward situation. Why do I need my pick this year if it's going to be in the low 20s? It's basically a second-rounder if you really think about it. Jalen Smith, I'll sign him back for like 4.5 for another year. Okoro, I give him a year at the minimum. Leonard Miller, another year at the minimum. We can do that. Sabonis, not ready to sign an extension. That's fine. I'm not really sure that I'm ready to retain you, because ultimately he could be a really valuable asset for us next year as a big old expiring contract if it doesn't work out. Now, if it does work out, awesome. We get him back at a cheaper number than 40-something that he's making courtesy of the Sacramento Kings. Bro, this morning, I never do this. I'm telling y'all, I never do this. I woke up. It was like 7 in the morning. You know what the first thing I did was? No troll. And my phone was on 1%, so it was on the charger as I woke up, right? I got straight on DoorDash. I was thinking about DoorDash and some breakfast. Then I snapped into it. I was like, Danny, what are we doing? And then I ended up eating a healthy, nice breakfast. Because I saw it. I was like, bro, if I get the triple stack pancakes, I'm going right back to bed. Jokic averaged 30, 12, and 10. Triple-double to win MVP. Dame time, 6th man of the year. Any of our players make All-NBA or anything? LeBron signed... Yo, there's a better chance of LeBron James going to Mars than signing with the New Orleans Pelicans. Yo, that is nuts. Caleb Wilson made all-rookie first. Averaged 18 and 7, 2 blocks. Crazy they snubbed my dog of rookie of the year. Although, I gotta say, that efficiency was... I mean, it jumped up a little bit. 43 from the field, 22 from 3. But, like, look at Demonsa. 18 on really good efficiency. Peterson was rookie of the year. He also averaged about 18. Better efficiency. So you see the difference there. Ooh, Cam Boozer, an Achilles injury in his rookie season. That might mess up the whole development path. Round 1, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh, another thing I want to do. I need to go grab... Actually, Sabonis might work for this. Yeah, we'll start Sabonis on mentoring Caleb Wilson next year. I think that's a good shout. Because I need like an experienced big who can teach him something. And I think that, yeah, Sabonis is really the only guy we have like that. But I definitely want to work on some player mentorship stuff. Anyway, got the Cleveland Cavaliers in round 1. I don't feel great about this, but we'll see. Caleb Wilson, playoff debut here. First ever playoff game for young Wilson. And we're not starting off bad. It's kind of close. We're going to get the dub. Norm Powell at 21. Sabonis at 21. There you go. My vets showing up. 16 from Wilson. Solid. 4 blocks, 2 steals. Beautiful. And that was a road game because this is a 4-5 matchup. They were the 4 seed, we were the 5 seed, so we still won on the road. Game 2. Come on, Caleb. It's not just Caleb. Let me give my other guys credit, but we could go up 2-0 with a win here. Minute 54 to go. Cavs by 2. Let's get a look at rookie Wilson. I forgot Rob Dilley was on this team. Hey, Caleb Wilson is in the bowl game. We also have Sabonis, Trey Jones, Jalen Smith, Dylan Cardwell. We're a little big out there right now, but that means Caleb Wilson's got a mismatch in the post. Go ahead and feed him. Wilson will catch it down low. Wilson going to work in the mid-range here now. 11 on the shot clock. Caleb just dribbling all slow. kind of wasting the entire clock. Then he gets to it, spins, swings, Cardwell, Trey. Ooh, we might need to call a timeout, get a more normal lineup with some more spacing out here. Because, yeah, Donovan Mitchell with Jalen Smith defending, I don't like that. Hey, Norman, this is our last timeout, but I'm going to go ahead and call it just because I think this current lineup's not going to bode well for us. Let's go starters. Boom. And here we go. Isaac Okoro will get it into Josh Giddey. Giddey is defended by Jimmy Harden. There's the screen from Norm Powell. Giddey over to Wilson. Wilson bumping. Goes for the high finish and then stops. Going to swing it back out to Josh. Over to Norm. Good look from three. Cash. Norm and Powell. I mean, if the Bulls are decent this upcoming season, which I don't know that they will be, but if they are, Norm and Powell. Golly, Jimmy Harden. Just had that man Josh Giddey looking like he was in the wax museum. Absolutely frozen. But yeah, if the Bulls are competitive, Norm Powell's a great piece to work with. I thought maybe Lil Boozy was in foul trouble. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt right now. We got to see what's going on with him because he's not in this ball game. He's not fouled out. He's in a suit on the sidelines. I see him over there now. Josh Giddey with the ball up top, gonna get it back to Wilson. Wilson puts it on the deck. Good defender in E-Mob that he's attacking. Gonna defer to Giddey. Giddey gets the screen from Sabonis, fires the three. Josh can't get it to go. So we're down by one. Cleveland Cavaliers with the ball. Spider-Man gonna get it over to James Harden. JH gonna look to drive. Oh, beautiful dish down to Jared Allen, and that's an issue, man. Going from Nick Claxton to Sabonis, you're definitely gonna see a drop-off in that rim defense, man. We're not gonna be able to guard the paint the way we could with Clax. Giddey gonna get it to Wilson. We need a 3 to tie, but we could go quick too, I guess, but we need to hurry. There's only 15 seconds left in the game. Yeah, Wilson's dribbling a little too much, but he does blow right past Evan Mobley for the easy lay. It looked like for a second there, Mobley was being a doofus and trying to take a charge. I don't really know what was going on. Jimmy Harden fouled by Josh Giddey. J.A. will inbound the ball. Jared Allen into the Don. Mitchell is fouled by Norm Powell. First free throw from Mitchell won't go. Okay, so we got some options here. We could go for the 2 and tie it, or potentially win it with the 3, go up 2-0. Ball goes into Okoro. He gets it to Giddey. Giddey is he gonna take the shot? He is. He drives it, floats it, finishes it. Josh Giddey for the tie, and he'll send this game into overtime. I thought for sure there was a pass coming there. I was waiting for Giddey to swing it, but he said, man, I'll do it myself. Pulls out the do-it-yourself kid, floats that thing to the moon, and finishes it. So we can go up 2-0. I'm not going to watch the whole overtime period. We'll get back in right here. Minute 30. We're 116 apiece. Evan Mobley is at the free throw line, so he'll have a chance to tie this ball game up. Y'all notice how all those banners up there are courtesy of Bron? I think Bron's going back home, man. I really do. Mobley misses the first and the second. Golly. Buddy made the last one, but he was doing his best Nick Anderson impression for sure. Josh Giddey with it, swings it over to Wilson. Oh yeah, Caleb. Right at Evan Mobley. This dude's supposed to be a DPOY candidate. I see barbecue chicken. I see free eats. Oh my gosh. Well, Sabonis is free eats defensively. Fouls Jared Allen, and it's like, why would you even foul? He's already got you beat, buddy. J.A. makes the free throw. Allen will put the Cavs up by 2. Here's Giddey with the ball, getting the screen from Norm Powell. Throws it to Caleb Wilson. Wilson gonna go to work on Evan Mobley here. Bumps him. Mobley standing his ground. It'll go out to Giddey. Giddey gets the screen from Sabonis. Josh fires it off the dribble. I don't know if the off the dribble 3 is necessarily the look for Josh Giddey. Max Strus with it. He's been in some trade rumors this summer for the Cavs. Harden! Oh my gosh, he's trying to go top shelf to Jared Allen. Caleb Wilson had other plans. Snatch that thing out the air. What a defensive play from the rookie. Giddey will fire another one. Golly, somebody ban him from shooting 3-pointers. Donovan Mitchell crosses half courts, hits Jimmy Harden. Uno driving layup. Good contest from Giddey. Rebound batted around. Wilson ends up with it in the chaos. So we can tie with the 2 again or take the lead with a 3-pointer. We shall see. What a shock to just be here in the postseason, much less competing with the Eastern Conference finalists, Cleveland Cavaliers. They made the ECF last year. Got belt from the Knicks, but still. Josh Giddey with the ball. Gives it over to Caleb Wilson. Wilson in the post. Gonna try and shake Evan Mobley here. Bumps, fakes. He's gonna need some help. Caleb bounces it to Giddey. To Powell. He's got room. Norman Powell. Clutch time Norm knocks it down. Does anybody call him that? Now we do. Excuse me. Sorry. Max Strus gets it into Jimmy Harden. 5 seconds. Harden goes to the spin. Dumps it down to the Don. Lay-in is good. And the Cavs will go up by 1 with 2.6 remaining. Donovan Mitchell, who just got that ridiculous extension from the Cleveland Cavaliers, fires. Puts the lay in, up and in. Isaac Okoro will inbound. Okoro into Powell. He's got room. Wide open three. Butter. And we're going to go up 2-0. There's not enough time for Cleveland. Point two. Can't do a thing with that. Norman Powell just put us up 2-0 here. Max Strus going to inbound the ball. Mad Max gets it into Harden. Yeah, it's too late for that. We are up 2-0. Chance to go up 3-0, and we're going back to the shot as well. 37 from Norm Powell. 23, 10, and 11 from Giddey. 18 from Caleb Wilson. Wow. Shout out to all the guys showing up to work for sure. Game number 3. We can take a commanding 3-0 lead, baby. All right, Cleveland's going to grab one. Fair play, fair play. Nobody even played that well for them, though. They got the Brody. They signed my guy, Russ. Game 4 on the way. Now, if we drop both our games at home, then this series, starts to get a little bit scary. Uh-oh. The Cavs just flipped the switch. No Drake. 24 from Norm. 22 from Russ. Wow, the former Clippers going at it. Lil Boozy is back in the building, baby. He just got back from injury. I don't even know what the injury was, but he's ready to make his playoff debut. Y'all are in trouble, man. Buzelis is back? That's a 20-point per game scorer that's returning to the lineup. I don't know if we really... Oh my gosh, we were getting destroyed. 20 from Buzelis. It didn't matter. Wilson had 14 on 19 shots. 2 of 11 from 3 is wicked. I don't know if I even looked at the regular season stats. Yeah, Buzelis led us with 21. 19 from Powell. 19 from Giddey. 18 from Wilson. Sabonis was about 15. 10 from Jalen Smith. Trey Jones averaged about 10. Anyway, game 6. We could get eliminated here. The Cavs have completely flipped the script after the Norman Powell game winner. It's like when you're losing in a video game and you scoot up, you get closer to the game and lock in. But we're doing that too. Beat them by 50 in game 6. Norm Powell, how about 40? Buzelis with 35. Wilson 14. Didn't shoot the ball much here. 21, 10, and 11 from Giddey. Nice little triple-double. Great game from Giddey, Buzelis, and Powell. And it all comes down to this game number 7. We're a young team going up against a veteran team with a lot more experience. But if I know anything about playoff Harden, I know he won't show up here. And ultimately, we get the win. 22 from Buzelis. Sabonis had 17 and 13. Domantas Sabonis, fingers smell like smoked salmon. Not expected to miss any time. Yo, what? What's the actual injury, bro? It's bruised right hip. Okay. And his fingers smell like smoked salmon. But we move on to round 2. We just upset the Cleveland Cavs. I consider it an upset. I know it was only a 4-5 matchup, but bro, we're this young team. Look at Buzelis, bro. Came back, averaged 26. Norm Powell was following suit, averaged 26 in 7 games. He had a 40-piece. He hit a game winner. Caleb Wilson averaged about 16. Giddey 15, 8, and 9. Stuff in the stat sheet. Sabonis was 14, 8, and 5. I gotta say though, defensively, I hate what I've been seeing out of Domantas Sabonis. It has been ugly. Round 2 though, this is Detroit. This is gonna be a tough task. Game 1 though, I mean, we don't know any better but to try. We're not scared of anybody in front of us because this is all new to us. We're just enjoying the ride. Down by 5, minute 54. Stealing this first game on the road would be massive, man. Low taper. Basketball Paul will inbound it. He gets it into Jalen Duren. So this Sims got JD going back to the Pistons. I don't know if that's necessarily a guarantee, to be honest with y'all, because I mean it's just been taking so long. I wonder what's going on. Trey Jones cannot guard Cade. Good help from Cardwell. That leaves Collins open, and JC cashes out. All right, let's call a timeout. Get some substitutions going. I need my main unit out there. How y'all feel about the John Collins pickup, man? If I were the Pistons, I would have rather kept Tobias Harris, but maybe that wasn't an option. Maybe he wanted to go elsewhere. Seemed like he liked it there, but I don't know him personally, so what do I know, I guess. Domantas Sabonis will inbound. He gets it into Josh Giddey. Giddey's got the injury. Oh my gosh, he got hurt during this game too. Fire the whole medical staff. Josh, what's the injury? Shin splints? Isn't that a runner's injury? Come on, Joshy. It goes over to Caleb Wilson. Caleb, we got to get to it fast. We're down by 8 right now. I don't like how Caleb just sits there and plays with his food for like 10 seconds before he makes his move. You're going to swing it out to Sabonis, especially because we don't have time for that right now. Giddey gets the screen from Wilson, fires the 3. Josh can't hit. Wilson always fighting on the glass. Back taps it out, and it ends up back in Norm Powell's hands. Wilson will get it in the post. He's going at Collins, forced to pick it up. Needs some help here. Hits Giddey. Another 3. Golly, Josh. Just all 3s and can't make any of them. I don't know what the thought process is there. Ron Holland gets it to Cade Cunningham. Double C. Working on Josh Giddey here. Yeah, we're done. We're down by 8. This game's cooked. Cade gets to his spot. Butter. Okay, down 1-0. Cade gave us 35. Wilson had a 20-piece. Way to start the series. But with Wilson, or not with Wilson, but with Giddey and Sabonis banged up, it's going to be even harder than it already was set to be. Game 2, let's work. Uh-oh. Hold on, though. We fought back in the third. It's a 4-point game in the fourth. I thought the Pistons were starting off too strong. We got a chance. Minute 41 to go here. Second round action. Ron Holland will inbound. He gets it into JC. John Collins gets right to the rim. Sabonis does nothing but foul. He couldn't just get a clean contest if the fate of the universe was on the line. First one from Collins will miss. Gatorade's slogan being "Is it in you?" is kind of crazy. Collins missed both. Hey, Sabonis, at least you made him earn them, and he couldn't earn them. Giddey with the ball on the wing here. Defended by Cade Cunningham. Josh throws it away. Golly, man. We look so much different in the clutch against the Pistons compared to how we were against the Cavs. I mean, the Pistons D, though, is pretty insane, so I guess that makes sense. It's a tougher matchup. Holland in the corner. No good. Okay. We get the rebound. Domantas Sabonis. Great rebounder. I will give him that for sure. Buzelis swings it over to Giddey. Giddey to Wilson. Wilson, tough one-handed catch. He's working on the wing here. Wilson puts it on the deck against Collins. Bumps, swings. It'll go out to Giddey. Giddey driving. Good cross to the basket. And the finish. He's injured too. He's got shin splints. Been running too many marathons. Too much cross country. You know what I mean? Cade Cunningham, the crossover, gets to the rim. Poked away by Giddey. Are you kidding me? Josh Giddey, a big-time steal. Hits Buzelis on the wing. 3. And we're up by 1. I said how bad we were looking defensively. Josh Giddey said, hold on, man. Watch me work. And we're up by 1. Cade Cunningham going to call the timeout here for Detroit Pistons. In some trouble. Man, all we needed was Domantas Sabonis here in the shy. That's all we needed. I'm going to be honest, we might have been better off with Nick Claxton. Sabonis' defense has just been so poor. I know I keep talking about it, but ugh. Cade gets the screen from Jalen Duren, gets to his spot. 3 ball, no good. Collins fighting for the board, but Caleb Wilson, of course he comes up with it. He's always battling on the glass. And now they're going to be forced to intentionally foul. Even if we make both free throws here, it'll still stay a one-possession game. And who knows if an injured Josh Giddey will be able to make both for us. We shall see. First one from Joshy is no good. Oh, no. Second one from Giddey rolls through. Nice. We're up by 2. 19.9 left. Pistons have options. 2 will tie. 3 will give them the lead. Cade Cunningham with it up top. Double C running down the clock here. Cade, 8 seconds now. Needs to make his move. Here's the Collins screen. Cade, the 3 for the lead. No good. Collins, the rebound, goes back up and finishes. He'll tie this game up. And much like the series against Cleveland, we're going to overtime with the series 1-0 in our favor. This is a crazy parallel. Ball goes into Giddey. Giddey from deep. Doesn't matter, but I just wanted to see. Not going to watch the whole OT. Y'all know the drill, but we'll jump back in if it remains close. And it is still close. We're up by 3. Minute 29 to go in this extra period. I saw it said Franz is out for Orlando. Maybe if we catch some injury luck, we could make a deep run. Cade to the basket. Lay-in won't go. Rebound goes to Durant. Back to Cade and 1. Wilson, yeah, some rookie mistakes, man. I know I talked about his ability to hit the glass, but he gives up that offensive rebound to Collins. That ultimately ties up the game. Then he gives up another offensive board here. That leads to a Cade dish. He fouls, and then that's an and 1 for Cunningham. So this game is tied. Josh Giddey going to walk it out to the top. It'll go over to Wilson. Wilson, nice cross to the rim and the finish. See, it's the full experience with a young player. You see these mistakes, but you also see these flashes of incredible stuff, these flashes of greatness. Sure, he was a little inefficient in the regular season, but you see that there's something there with Caleb Wilson. Cunningham down to Duren for the slam. It's tied once again. Jalen Duren, so strong, so imposing, a great offensive big. At least, I know the playoffs were shaky for him in real life this year, but in theory, great offensive big. Ball goes to Caleb Wilson, couple shot fakes, and he's pushed out of bounds by Collins. No foul or anything there, though, so that's just a turnover. Does Cade really have 50 this game? How many he's got 50? Holy sugar. You know Cade doesn't want to end his 50 piece with an L either, so he's going to be extra dialed. 44.4 left. Shout out Jay-Z. Ron Holland gives it into Josh Okogie. Okogie going to swing it to Duren. Back to Josh. Back to JD. Now to Cunningham. Cade driving. Blocked by Caleb Wilson. And he'll get the board. We're off to the races. We low-key might have gone over and back there. They didn't call it. Norm Powell gets to his spot. No good. Sabonis on the glass. Blocked but fouled. Yeah, Domantas Sabonis. Really good offensive rebound to big. And there's that offensive rebounding on display. Foul shot from Sabonis goes up to 17 points. Second one from Domantas rolls through. Pistons do have a timeout. timeout. They may use it here. They probably will, knowing 2K. Cade Cunningham crosses the timeline. Yep, there it is. There's the timeout. 21.9 left. A 3 could give Detroit the lead, but quick 2 wouldn't be a bad shout either. Then this game could potentially go to double overtime. We'd have a real marathon going here in Little Caesars Arena. Ron Holland gets it into Cade Cunningham. Cunningham defended by Josh Giddey. Illegal screen to the defense. You knocked over my guy Norman Powell to the defense, baby. That's our ball, ain't it? Caleb Wilson into Giddey. Josh, make both of these for me, and we're sitting pretty. 2-possession ball game, up 4. I like it. First one from Josh. Rolls through. We'll take it. Second one from Josh. Butter. And they don't have any timeouts. Oh, they're in some real deal trouble. Cade Cunningham crosses half court. Fires a long 3. No good. I thought for sure the type of night he was having that was going to go. It didn't. And we weathered the storm of 50 from Cade. How about Giddey, though? 33 of his own. Wilson had 16. That block was insane. That was such a huge sequence there. And then that led to, I think, Norm Powell missed midi, but Sabonis hits the glass, creates another opportunity. Boom. Game 3. Well, this one's not going to be close, unfortunately. 27 from Wilson, though. A huge game. 11 to 24 shooting. Cade gave us 41 and 10. Yeah, maybe we need some guards who are better defensively in our backcourt. But again, we're a young team. We didn't expect to be here. So our roster's probably going to have some holes like that one book. We tie up the series 2 apiece with a Game 4 win. 28 from Buzelis. 25, 11, and 12 from Sabonis. Yeah, him or Giddey can go for a triple-double on any given night. Powell had 23. Young Wilson. We know it's gonna be up and down. He only had 8 points here. Game 5 on the way. Pistons start off strong. We're still lurking though. Ultimately, looks like, yeah, Detroit. Well, we got it to 1 with 28 seconds left. What do we have here? Okay, they have ball, so we're gonna have to play for the stop, but we have 2 timeouts to advance it. It looked like we were out of this game until we weren't. Asar Thompson will inbound. Now, we got all our main guys out there. I don't know why Isaac Okoro's out there. Cade's got 48 again, goodness gracious. Oh, Norm Powell fouled out in 11 minutes. What a crash out game. Wilson's got 32 in this one, though. Only missed 4 shots. 23 and 11 from Giddey, 21 and 10 from Buzelis. Cade gives it to Duren, over to Joe. If they had a 3 here, that would be really, really bad. Now, spacing, not exactly the Pistons' strong suit, so I'm not super concerned about them hitting a 3, but don't leave Cade or Joe, for sure. Joe gets the screen, 7 on the shot clock here. Isaiah down to Cade. Cunningham backing in on Giddey. Giddey trying to stand his ground, but Cade just doesn't care. He's too big. He's too strong. He's Cade Cunningham. 5.6 left. Cade puts the Pistons up by 3. Caleb Wilson going to inbound the ball. Wilson into Buzelis. Corner 3 for the tie. Oh, it missed. Sabonis the boy, kick it out, you big doofus. We had timeouts. We could have used them. We had a timeout at the very least. I don't know if we had 2. 50 from Cade. 32 from Wilson. Dude, that was a is this the dagger type situation. That thing was bouncing around. Game 6. Can we push this series 7? Every time they've gone up, we've always had a rebuttal, and this may be no different here. Very low scoring affair, but we do win. 17 and 13 for Sabonis. 24 from Collins. Wilson had 8. Yeah, one night Wilson's has 32. Another night he's got 8. Game 7, hopefully this is a night where he has 32. You know what I mean? It's kind of close. We're within 5. We're within 3. Oh, get me in here. 3-point game, 2:37 left. This first season's taken a long time, but that's the point of these 10-year takeovers, man. To really go in depth, get into the big games. You know what I mean? Asar Thompson will get it into Isaiah Joe. Conference finals appearance on the line here for your Chicago Bulls. Now, we don't have any of our main guys in. We're going to call a timeout, get things right, because, I mean, our only starters out here right now are Sabonis and Josh Giddey. Cade draws the double. Asar's not going to shoot the 3. We're not worried. We're not worried. Good board from Trey. Now, let's call a timeout. Hopefully all our starters are still available. Caleb Wilson having a night. 20 points, well, 19 shots. Josh Giddey, the shin splint's still bothering him. Nobody in foul trouble, so we're all good. Everybody's available, but yeah, Wilson has 20. Cade's got 36. He continues to hoop. Buzelis with 20-17 from Giddey. Sabonis will get it into Josh Giddey. Got all our main guys out there. Giddey with the ball up top. He'll get it to Caleb Wilson, the rookie, playing in some big-time games this postseason. Giddey will get it back up top. Swings it to Wilson. Wilson back to Josh. Catch and shoot 3. See, we'll live with that. Catch and shoot, but those 3s where you're getting a screen going off the dribble, I don't love it. But that's a good look. Josh Giddey knocks it down. He's up to 28 here in the 4th. Cade Cunningham with the ball. Cade gonna look to drive it with the game tied. He's been unstoppable this series, but Josh Giddey, a big-time rejection. He's had a couple nice stops against Cunningham. Buzelis with it, swings it over to Norm Powell. It'll go back to Josh. Josh gets the screen from Powell. Here it goes down to Caleb Wilson. Wilson one-on-one with Ron Holland, who's a good defensive 4. 5 on the shot clock. See, I don't like how Wilson dribbles it down so much. Bumps, steps through, finishes. I mean, get it how you can, Caleb. That's a tough bucket. 22 points. We're up by 2. Minute 20 to go. Cade Cunningham with the ball. Cunningham driving, bumping, can't finish. Great defense from Josh Giddey. He'll grab the board and we're headed the other way. Giddey gonna bounce it to Wilson. Wilson putting it on the deck here against Holland to the rim. Another lay. He doesn't like to get on that rim and slam it for whatever reason. He's just going for straight lay-ins, but hey, 2 points is 2 points. We're up by 4. Cade Cunningham driving it on Giddey. Oh, there's a foul. But I like what Josh has been doing defensively. Picks up his 5th foul there on Cade. First free throw from Cunningham misses. Second one from Cade rolls through. By the way, defending champion Knicks are waiting on us in the conference finals if we can make it there. Josh Giddey gets the screen from Powell. It'll go to Wilson again. We're trusting our rookie in these big moments. Wilson to the rim through the contact. I thought he was going to boom it, but Jalen Durham was there. He's too big, too strong. Gets the stop. Cade down to Asar. Asar the midi. Misses it. Rebounded by Buzelis. Still a 1-possession game, but we can run it down. Look for a good shot. Modest over to Giddey. There's a screen from Powell. Wilson catches it in the mid-range. Caleb defended by JD here. 9 on the shot clock. Duran bumped by Wilson. Can't really get anywhere against the strong Duran. It'll go out to Powell. Open 3. No good. Rebound Thompson. 3 will tie this up. 8 seconds left. Pistons have timeouts. Not going to use them. Cade has room. Hits. 4.1 to go and we're tied. Man, this first season of the 10-year takeover in Chicago has been absolute cinema. Can we win it at the Horn to go to the conference finals? Caleb Wilson into Josh Giddey. Giddey fires from mid-range. No good. And we're headed to overtime here in Game 7 of the East Semis. Bulls versus Pistons, like we're back in the 80s and 90s, man. You wish Beef Stew was here for this one. Some hard fouls, you know, a little bit of beef, if you will. It's in the name. We're down by 5 in OT. We started off this OT abysmal. Must still get in with a minute 18 left, but the offense has gone cold at the wrong time. We have ball at the very least. It'll go into Josh Giddey. Giddey gets the screen from Norm Powell. Josh finds Powell wide open on the wing. They're changing the camera angle. El Oriform attempt. It missed. Bro, I can't. And here's the problem too. I had to sim a few seconds for it to fix. But actually the Pistons missed on that possession, so we'll take it. That's the only way I know to fix whenever it changes the camera angle. It gets all broken. It's a flight situation. What's wrong with the cameras? And Wilson turns it over. Oh my gosh. Oh, but Giddey almost gets it back. Holland able to retrieve it to the rim. Of course, Sabonis couldn't guard a parked 04 Corolla, so that's a free dunk at the basket. Josh Giddey with the ball. Giddey, oh my gosh, breaks Cade, swings it. Wilson, 3, butter. All right, we're within 4, 44.1 left. Ball go into a Kogi. He's fouled. We have one to give there, but Powell, you're not the one to give it, man. That fouled him out of the game. Asar Thompson into Cade. We're going to double ball, trying to force a turnover. Cunningham dribbles right out of it easily. Swings to a Kogi, to Holland. Now it goes to Asar. Asar to Okogie. They're just going to keep moving it. Why would Giddey foul? Why would Giddey foul there? It's not like Okogie is that bad of a free throw shooter. We're about to lose, bro. We're about to lose. Okogie makes the first. There was no need to do that. Literally zero need. Okogie misses the second. Rebound Sabonis. I mean, if we had a 3 here, but Norm Powell was probably our best option for a 3. Now he's no longer out there. Wilson bumping Holland. Gets into the paint. Layup is good. Caleb Wilson playing until the final horn sounds. Still 19.9 left. I mean, I don't mind Okogie shooting these. First free throw from Josh. Won't go. Oh my gosh. Maybe his free throws are worse than I thought. Second one from Josh. Missed both. We got a chance. Josh Okogie doing his Nick Anderson impression here. Caleb Wilson gonna inbound. Wilson into Sabonis. Sabonis hands it off to shoot it, Trey! He gets the screen. Oh my gosh, he had to look. He had to look. It goes to Wilson. Wilson's gonna fire it off the dribble. I want to Draymond to Jordan Poole my monitor, bro. That's what I want to do right now. We were given every chance We were given every chance here. This is a heartbreak, man. This is a heartbreak. I need a sad Bart Simpson edit. 45 from Cade, 32 from Caleb Wilson. Took 26 shots. I love it, man. It's game 7. Shoot that ball. 6 of 12 from the field. Or 6 of 12 from 3. 50 from 3. 23 from Buzelis. Ultimately, we lose a hard-fought series to the Pistons, who go on to the finals. They lose to OKC. But wow, man, I'm impressed. I know we lost and I was sad, but dude, I mean, Wilson, 18 a night. Efficiency went up in the playoffs, even if it's still not where we want it to be. Sabonis, Nihao, Josh Giddey, 16, 6 and 8. But dude, like we said, the Sabonis trade is a dub regardless, because that expiring contract is going to be uber valuable next season. No, I'm not talking about the rideshare service Uber. You know, people say Uber is like super. I think that's a thing, right? What's that one MF Doom song? Super! What am I doing this summer? Do I have any picks? I traded my first. I got the 23rd pick in the second round. All right, let me see what I can do with that. Kyan Anthony? Oh, bet. Saying ceiling is Rudy Gay, floor is Darius Miles. That's really not bad. Both those guys were all right players in the league. For a second round pick, we'll take it. Rob Dilly, I'm so close to giving up on you, but it's only 1 year on the team option. That's an expiring we could use, so I'm cool. Asenge, Buzelis, yeah. Trey Jones, want them back. Dylan Cardwell, I'm probably good. We're not going to have money, or big money at least, but Michael Porter Jr. might be open to a mid-level exception type deal. Now, if I traded Sabonis, we could go big game hunting here in Chicago. Go for a big-time player. Sabonis isn't expiring, but if I was just trying to get somebody to take on the salary, oh my gosh, the Warriors are cooked. What's that one meme? Sweet mother of Neptune, the Warriors are cooked after Steph. But like something like this. Did Curry retire, or what's going on over there in the Bay? Steph is still going. Okay, so they wouldn't want to take Sabonis into their cap space. That does sound like a Warriors move, though, almost. But with where we're at as a team, coming off that second round, we're an exciting, fun, young squad. Like, I feel that there would be players interested in pulling up to sign with us. That's why I'm considering the avenue of going for cap space. But we'd have to find the perfect team to take on a few of our contracts. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. Milwaukee could be a squad, or Charlotte. They're coming off of bad years. The Bucks do have cap space open. Here, just put this. I'm not gonna ask them for the picks, but throw like a few seconds in here as placeholder, right? So we'll do some seconds in here as placeholder. I give you Sabonis. I give you our pick this year because you're taking on this salary. Matter of fact, they still have more room. I kind of need a little extra. Would y'all like a flyer on Rob Dillingham? Because that clears some extra money for me. I think they'd still want a first to take on all this money. It is expiring money, though. I get back a second. I don't know. Let me know. Y'all think I'm getting finessed? It opens up a lot of flexibility for me. See? Because now I can... Oh, I still can't go after Wemby. Or I still can't go after Giannis and Jokic. I still don't have enough money. I was hoping that would be enough. I mean, there's definitely more money we could move off of. I didn't want to have to move off of Norman Powell, but there may be like a smart deal to be made here where we could save money but also get better. Is that new Future album any good? I was just reminded that Future dropped because I heard that old Future. Turn on the lights. I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'm trying to see if there's anybody who's maybe on a good contract, not on the best team, talented, somebody I could grab. I know that's a lot of parameters. Let's see. Let's go max salary. I probably need to get somebody making around 12 tops because I need to save some money on the Norm Powell deal. Let's see, like 12. It could really be any position. AJ Mitchell, OKC's not going to let him go. Dylan Brooks, I don't know how the Suns did last year, but I'll put him on my list. He may be somebody worth at least checking on. Sadiq Bey. Ooh, there's a guy. There's a guy for sure. Sadiq Bey, I like. Put him off the bench. Good wing. How did the Pels do, though? If they were a playoff team, they'd probably won them. They were an 11 seed. They might rock with me on a Sadiq Bey trade. Norm Powell's coming off a good season, too. So y'all give me Sadiq. I give you Norm, who's an expiring. Oh, they don't have the money. Hold on, though. We can make something work here. You throw this Herb Jones contract to a third team like the Charlotte Hornets, who have cap space. We reroute that there. In exchange, the Hornets will send you, because Herb Jones is a cool wing, they'll send you a few picks. They'll send you a few seconds. Y'all get Norman Powell. Y'all get some seconds from me. I don't want to do a first in this deal. Y'all get some firsts from me. You get off a longer contract in Herb Jones. You get a good score on expiring in Norm. How do we feel about this, fellas? My trade has been declined. I don't mean to have trade override on. It was literally just on from like setting up the roster and all that. So I'll turn that off in a second here, but let's try this. It's still been declined. Okay, maybe for Sadiq, we have to go first. 2029, which is 2 years down the line. I'm really bought in on this idea of us being able to get Jokic or Giannis, but I think it's worth it with what Wilson and Buzelis showed us, with what even Giddey showed us. Let's try this. Still declined. Wow. Let me try another pick. No. Would the Hornets give up a few more second round assets here? Would y'all do that? I'm still declined. Okay. I'm going to turn off the trade override thing because it wasn't supposed to be on anyway. And let me turn on these traded restrictions. We haven't really made many trades, so this hasn't affected anything yet. It's not really a huge deal. Who was the other team? Bucks were bad. Hornets were bad. Nets were bad. Magic were bad. Do the Magic have any pieces I might be interested in? Wendell wouldn't be bad as a backup center. He's making 20 though. John Isaac's making too much. Although I think he's supposed to be on a minimum in this, but it's not. Whatever. It'll expire after a year or whatever. The Mavericks could take Norm Powell into their salary room. They've got a lot of cap. Give me a second. I'll give you Norman Powell. Boom. I just needed the flexibility. I know we did a lot to get this money open, but we also have some extra salary. Like we've got another 24 M's. We were only a few million off of being able to sign Giannis. Maybe I didn't need to do all that. Whatever. I probably just needed to trade somebody who was on a cheap deal. But I think Jokic usually asks for more, so we needed some of the extra salary. He's going to go back to Miami. Oh, but Jokic doesn't have any big time offers. So we're going to do this. We're going to front load it. We're going to drop the money a little bit because he doesn't have any offers. So we got a little bit of leeway, and boom. And then we'll have another 25 to play with. Think about that. Oh, wait, we got Giannis? It just opted me out of Jokic and gave me Giannis. Let's do it. Jokic might have been a better fit, but bro, am I really complaining? My steak is too buttery. My lobster too juicy. Let's put Giannis at the 5, and we're going to have Wilson at the 4. This is going to be so much fun. And I have a little bit of extra money. RJ Barrett could slot in perfectly at the 2. He wants 17. Okay, we got RJ Barrett. Let's see, 17 million. I was like, he better sign for that. That's a pretty good offer. What other positions do I need help at? So point guard, we're pretty smooth. 2 guard, we can still use a backup. Maybe a backup small forward, but we got Swain, we got Anthony. Like, there's some guys. Maybe a backup 4. I guess for the most part, a backup 2 would be the best. Let's offer our mid-level to Casey Wallace. That's a winning player. Boom. Boom. And just in case we need some wing depth, how about Cam Johnson? Nope. How about Max Strus, who just buzzed his hair? Nope. All right, I guess we'll forget about that. Giannis goes down 1. Wilson only goes up 2. That's concerning. That's scaring me. Hopefully my dog will hit his stride later. +2's not great. Let me check in on Dalen Swain. I know we weren't really putting much focus on him last year. Got to drop a player before the season starts. Zach Collins got a concussion. Well, getting dropped might make your head hurt some more. I can't release him. Buddy, you will be off this team. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Shout out Kyle Lowry. Yo, all of y'all have been tagging me in this video of Kyle Lowry. He was on the golf course. I don't know what he was doing at the golf course, but he was double cheeked up, of course, in those golf pants, bro. Everybody's got a wagon in those, and y'all were tagging me in it. So appreciate it, I guess. I don't know. Looking at the rotation, we have a little bit too much power forward play. I'm going to put Cardwell at the 4. Dalen Swain didn't really get much better. Kyan, of course, it's his first season. I do want to tab in with the mentorship as well. Do training, player mentorship. Yeah, I know. Jalen Smith is not teaching anybody anything. Nah, my bad, bro. But mentor would be Giannis. So now we got the ultimate. Oh, no, I don't want Leonard Miller to be getting taught. Send Leonard Miller to learn at Streamer University or something. Giannis. Yes, this is what I want. Let's have him work on a movable enforcer. Let's get interceptor rocking, glove, boom, fire. And then also, D. Swain was a 15th pick. I'd like to get him in the lab. We don't have a ton of old players. RJ, I guess, could work with. Well, maybe Kaysen. Okay, no, Kaysen might be a better fit. We can get him off-ball pests. We can get him working on menace and interceptor as well. We won't have any big draft picks for a long time now, unless we trade for him. So, there's that. But we have lured Giannis Antetokounmpo away from Miami into Chicago. All right, 34-16 at the trade deadline. This time we're not so far away from the top dogs in the East. Only 4.5 games out of the top seed. Let me see if there's anybody just severely underperforming that I might want to move, or any extensions I want to do. There's a lot we can work on here. Josh Giddey will re-sign. I feel like I need to give him at least, like, I don't know, 15 million. I know he's willing to go for less. If you're willing to go for less, go for less. Whatever. Let's do 2 years there. Trey Jones, minimum. Yes. Jay Smith on the minimum is fine. Okoro, yeah. Leonard Miller Miller doesn't want to be here. Well, I got news for you, man. That might be it for your career. Boy, it's out the mud, you know? Let me see all the stats. I think I'm happy just standing pat, though. We made big moves this summer. Let's give these guys more time to gel. Wilson is averaging 17-7, 17-9 from Buzelis, 25-10-6 from Giannis. Anybody's efficiency really bad? Or I mean, Wilson's still working on it, but it's better than last year for sure. RJ Barrett, oh, his three-point shooting, 28 from 3 is rough, but we're going to bank on that kind of coming back around. Wallace isn't shooting it well either. I might need to trade one of them for a sniper. Both my shooting guards can't shoot. It's literally in the name. You're supposed to be able to shoot. Yegor Demin, Austin Reeves on the Nets. That's weird. Deep aim, but his contract's so fat. Darren Peterson, Alexander Walker. But like, I don't know. It said Steph Curry hit 4,700 threes. Golly, that doesn't even sound real, does it? Who's like a shooter who I could get for a reasonable price, isn't on an insane contract? Is it a crime? Oh, Anthony Simons might be a shout. How are the Sixers doing this year? They're kind of mid. Anthony Simons could be gettable then. I could throw him at the 2. He'd be a little small at the 2. Only 6'3", but we can make it work. Who would I rather give up? I mean, Casey Wallace, I think his D is good, but RJ Barrett, I like RJ Barrett. I'm kind of biased to RJ Barrett. Casey Wallace for Anthony Simons, I throw a second. I feel like that's not ridiculous. 2 seconds? I don't want to give up too many seconds. This is about as far as I'll go for you. Not interested? I got one more for you. Dang it. That was a fire trade target too. Like, fit the salary parameters. You know, I was excited about that one, but whatever. What can you do? Io still in Minnesota. I'm sure they're doing well. J.I.'s on the Hornets. Zach LaVine's going to regress fast. That's how it always goes with him. And now we're scrolling too far to where it's getting, you know, it's getting kind of wicked as far as the targets. I'm gonna stand pat. RJ, please remember how to shoot. Cade Cunningham, your MVP. Marcus Spears got drafted by the Hornets. Maybe they found their new guard post LaMelo Ball. Also, I don't want to gloss over this. Cade averaged 36 and shot 42 from 3. Double R Ryan Rollins, 6 man of the year for the Lakers. Pistons had the coach of the year, exec of the year. I'm the exec of the year. I brought Giannis to Chicago. 25, 10, and 6 from Antetokounmpo. Don't ever tell me I'm not exec of the year, bro. I brought Giannis to the Shy. We're the 2 seed here. 59 and 23 records. So close to that number 1 spot. Well, maybe not so close, but we weren't too far off. RJ Barrett, did the 3-pointer go up? 31. So from like, what, 28 to 31? That's improvement. Casey Wallace was still 30. Golly. First round, Cleveland Cavs. I don't fear y'all anymore. A lot has changed in a year, man. We're a whole different team. We have Giannis. 2-0. They get a game. We're up 3-1. Belt. Celtics. This is post Jaylen Brown trade. I did the first 10-year takeover with Boston. We've been showing some love to the Eastern Conference. Maybe I got to go out west, like that one Travis Scott song, for our next 10-year takeover. Game 1 against the Celtics is an L. We're down 2-0. Okay, it's time to dial in. Going into game 3, we'll get in the Simcast. Not going to Simcast every game of these earlier rounds because, you know, we've kind of been there and done that. We made it almost to the conference finals last year, but now that our backs are against the wall, definitely want a Simcast. And we managed a dub. 37-11 with 6 assists from Giannis, 24 from Buzelis. Tatum at 40 and 10. PG's barely playing. You light my fire. Game 4, chance to tie the series up at 2 apiece. Flip the script on them. I know we started off dropping both games at home. Now we'll go take two on the road. I don't mind if I do. 27 from Giannis, 22 and 11 from Josh Giddey. Tatum at 40. Didn't matter. Okay, good stuff so far. Giannis leading the way as I expected. Nobody injured. We're all healthy. This is great news. Game 5. Can we go up 3-2 here? New York in the East Finals once again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Booyah! 3-2 lead. We flipped the script on them. 3 in a row. 29 for Buzelis. Weathered the storm of a Tatum 42 piece. Game 6. We can close it out right here, but it looks like it's going 7 as the Celtics open up hot as fish grease. Man, this was a low scoring one, huh? 18 from Giannis to lead all scorers for Chicago. Tatum at 31 and 11. He's averaging 36 these playoffs. Yeah, no kidding. I guess he doesn't really have too many guys to swing it to, so he's like, all right, I'll take over. Game 7. Do we go out in a game 7 in the second round once again, or do we come out on top this time? It sure looks like we're going to come out on top. We beat the Celtics 26 and 14 from Giannis. Tatum at 32. What's up with Giannis? Bruised knee. Oh, we play through that for sure. Knicks got Kuminga now. I saw something saying Kuminga's asking for 25 a year. He wants to make 25 million in a year. You serious? Game 1. Knicks gonna set the tone here. 30 from Buzelis, 30 and 11 from Giannis. Wilson 14 and 10, 3 of 21, 2 of 13 from 3. He's Caleb Waiters. He'd rather go for 100. You know what I mean? Game 2, trying to avoid a 2-0 deficit in the early going. And we will. Would have been bad if we dropped both games at home. Chicago versus New York. You know this series will pull ratings. RJ Barrett, my hero, 27 points, 23 from Wilson. The full Caleb Wilson experience. He is not consistent at all, but we can get big games out of him here or there, and then you'll get some big-time stinkers sometimes. Game 3, chance to go up 2-1 in the series. Come on. 21-12 from Giannis. Game 4, chance to go up 3-1. Then we'll have to face whoever comes out of the Wild Wild West. But let me not get ahead of myself. It's not like we're out of the woodwork here in the East. We're going to a Game 5 series tied. Wilson 23. Giannis had 23 of his own. Brunson with 29. Game 5 on the way. This is a huge game for the momentum of the series, and we understand that. That's why we're going to go win it. 23-point dub. 30 from Buzelis. 29-10 from Giddey. 16 from Giannis. Wilson. 22 from Cat. Thunder in the finals. They won the title last year. Game 6. We could schedule ourselves a little date here with Oklahoma City. If we close it out, we're finally going to get a close one. But I'm not going to lie, man. Gatorade symbol is blinking red. I'm going to go get some eats, and then I'm going to come back here. I've been recording for like 3-4 hours already this morning. I posted another video today, so I will be back. I just put down a meal big enough to put me to sleep, bro. Oh my goodness. Marcus Sasser with the ball. Is that Brandon Clark on the New York Knicks? He was in a recent video I did with Bronny as well. I think after 2K26, he will no longer be in the game. But I, again, just want to say, because he's in this game, rest in peace to Brandon Clark. It's just so sad, man. He was so young, man. Obviously, I didn't know him personally. Man, you see somebody young like that pass, it just, let's go back to the game. But, I mean, just prayers to his family, man. Jalen Brunson going to the free throw line. We don't have anybody in foul trouble right now. Giannis, 26, 12, and 8. Whew. 2 steals, 23 from Lil Boozy, 19 from Giddey. Wilson, we gotta stop doing this, man. 3 of 15 for 7 points. And this is like every other game type of thing. That's how it feels. Everything but the bucket for Brunson. That free throw rolled around for a good minute. The captain will hit the second one. Ball goes into Giannis. It's crazy he's switching to number 7. It's even crazier. We found that out from a Neon stream. Giannis driving on Karl Towns. Backs him into the post and lays it in. Free eats for Giannis Antetokounmpo. I almost said free eats for number 34, but he's number 7. Giannis Durant, you know who he is. Jalen Brunson drives it to the rim, steps back on Giddey. Doesn't want the shot. You didn't want the shot. I told you you didn't want the shot. Rejected by Giddey. Giannis, the little boozy. Bow! Modest Buzelis knocks down the corner 3, and we're up by 4 with under a minute 30 to go. Here's Captain Clutch. Jalen Brunson with the ball up top. JB gonna get the screen from Karl Towns. Get to his spot. Mid-rangers, pure. Jalen Brunson putting the New York Knicks within 2. He's up to 16 points on the night. Giannis barreling in on Karl Towns. I said spin move. Floater is good. And we're up by 4. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 30 points on the night. 22 of those coming in the paint. Here he is to save the Chicago Bulls from decades of misery. Couple fakes. Floater off window for Jalen Brunson. I mean, they did have that era where things looked promising for Rose. Then he got injured. Golly, Giannis! I was just complimenting you. Here's Jalen Brunson with it. Cat stole it away after Giannis dribbled it off of his size 18 shoes. Brunson driving to the basket. Good defense from old Giddey. 9 on the shot clock. Giddey's locking up, bro! No way the captain makes that. I was about to say, that was like a turning skibbity floater. I'm gonna edit that out. Buzelis in the corner. Defended by Cat. 15 on the shot clock. Lil Boozy to Giannis. The 3! Are you kidding me? Giannis Antetokounmpo. The 3. That's not even really his bag. That's not even his bag. The Knicks are in trouble, man. John Kuminga will inbound. It goes into OG Anunoby to Kuminga to Brunson. Brunson driving, hop step. All right, there's not much you can do about that one, Josh. I'm not going to put that one on you. Buzelis into RJ. All right, let's do that again. Lil Boozy into Giddey, and we'll just shoot these free throws, man. Giddey, first one is good. Hold on, man. It's kind of hot in here. I need to turn on my fan. Giddey, second free throw, good. Can y'all hear me? Golly, my fan says it's 80 degrees in here, man. Oh, yeah, I needed that. I'm wearing these new Nike Tech pants I just got. So I'm really sweating, man. Booty's about to have sweat stains. I'm gonna edit that out. Brunson driving, swings it out to Kuminga, 3 ball. I was about to say, if a Kuminga 3 puts him back in the game, I'll be sick. We win. 20 from Brunson. How about 35 and 14 from Giannis? 26 from Buzelis, 22 from Giddey. Caleb. And we're getting freaky post game. Shai Gilgeous averaged 31. Bro, the Thunder keep making the finals. Giannis 25, 11 and 5. Here's your East MVP. Thunder just swept the Spurs to get here. They got a fire team. You're probably pretty familiar with Oklahoma City. Game numero uno. That's Spanish for game number 1. We're back in the finals for the first time since, was it 98 or 99? I think it was it was definitely 98. And we're going to set the tone with a win. The Bulls are back. 36 from Giannis. 23 and 10 from Jay Smith. 15 from Buzelis. Shai only had 16. He led all scores, him and Dub, for OKC. Both of them only had 16 apiece. So you expect that they'll be better than that moving forward. So we got to be better than that moving forward. Game 2. Yeah, see? Told you OKC wasn't going to make it that easy. It's a 5-point game. 2:36. We close these final 2 minutes, 36 seconds strong, though. Go up 2-0 in the series. Hey, man, we're cooking. Kyan Anthony will inbound. He gets it into Trey Jones. Jones going to swing it over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis defended by Hartenstein. Barrels to the basket. And 1! Giannis, you changed my life! Free throw from Giannis is good. Somebody get my boy Giannis his freaky button. If you know, you know. He is locked in. Shai trying to shake Josh Giddey. That's the lockdown defender. Bro, Josh Giddey has actually been incredible. Rowan Alexander Barrett to Giannis to the rim. Giannis, you might as well boom that. Buzelis! Crazy layup for Lil Boozy. Where's Caleb Wilson, though? He's got to be there for this. He's fouled out. He had 6 turnovers, 2 of 5 in 21 minutes. Golly, Caleb Wilson, you are consistently inconsistent. That is for sure. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Thunder down by 10. They're in big trouble. Layup, yep. Shai up to 18 points. 6 of those coming in the mid-range. He has yet to really have a big game in these finals. Giannis to the rim. Oh, my goodness. The Statue of Liberty lay. 34 from Giannis. And what's 3 plus 4? 7. Is that why he rocks the new number? I don't know. Shai the fake. Out to Chet. Bounces to Mitchell. AJ. Trey. No good. Rebound Hartenstein. Out to J-Dub. Still over a minute and a half left. Williams will use the Chet screen. Get to his spot and score. Thunder within 8 now. Minute 30 left. Jalen Smith inbounding. Smith gets it into Josh Giddey. Giddey defended by Shai Gilgeous. Hands it off to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis. Oh, take him. Take him. Mid-range. Ah, he missed it. Rebound will go to OKC. We got to be careful. Don't want to let him back in the ball game. Dub to Chet to Shai. Shai driving it on Giddey. He's fouled. 2 free throws on the way for number 2, SGA. First foul shot will go. Second one from Shai. Butter. Thunder within 6. Ball go in to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo crosses half court. Chet defending. The cross, the finish. Giannis. Oh my gosh. We're up 3-0. 40 ball from Antetokounmpo. A 40 piece. We could go up 3-0. We're headed back to Oklahoma City. This will be the first home game. The OKC faithful showing up for this one. And y'all know OKC, they got a great fan base by the looks of it. Got some diehard fans. But that doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter if you're still sad, you know? You can have the best fans you want. We're just better than you. 30 from Giannis. 19 and 13 from Giddey. Wilson had 8. 3 of 10 shooting. Golly, Caleb. I'm trying my best to defend you, but this is bad. Chance to sweep the finals. Somebody get the brooms out. Uh-oh. OKC might get one. I really don't want to let them get one. All right, they got one. 21 from Giannis. 26 from Jared McCain. The TikToker said, yeah, it's not over till it's over. You know the TikTok edits they'll make of me if we come back down 3-0? But Jared, that's not going to happen. We can't allow it to happen. Uh-oh. We can't let them get 2. We really can't let them get 2. 2:21 to go. They're up right now. Let's lock in. Isaiah Hartenstein will inbound. Hold on, I'm switching the song. Spotify's playing me some nonsense. Jared McCain will get it off the pass. McCain swings it over to SGA. Shai defended by RJ Barrett. RJ, we better lock up here. And where's my dog Caleb Wilson? We'll be sure to get him in as soon as we get ball back. He's got 21. He's having a good game. There you go, Caleb. There you go, C-Dub. Oh, Giannis has 5 fouls, so that's a little scary. There's Shai on the wing. He'll get the screen from Chet. Chet rolls to the basket. SGA, oh, we're all on that. Chet in the paint, lay in. No, sir. Ah, Yeah, good timeout. Good timeout. I was about to do it if y'all didn't do it. I was about to call it on your behalf. Caleb Wilson gets it into Josh Giddey. Giddey defended by SGA. Throws it down to Antetokounmpo. Giannis in the post. Spins himself right out of bounds. This is not good, Giannis. If this goes to Game 6, and Game 6 will be in OKC, that just can't happen. That's not an option. Shai Gilgeous with it. He'll cross half court here. SGA, oh my gosh, lost Giddey. Giddey able to recover, though, and force the pass over to AJ Mitchell. Mitchell to Chet. Chet finds Shai. Oh, illegal screen. That's a huge bailout. Hardenstein being a doofus right there. That's a bad play. RJ will inbound. He gets it into Antetokounmpo. Giannis, man, take Hardenstein. This is free eats. Antetokounmpo to the rim. Oh, out of control. Bad look. Is this Giannis's 2011 finals? Well, it'd be way worse than that. Blowing a 3-0 is unprecedented. Shai to the basket, the fake. Gets it out to Dub. Dub, the pass fake. Here's the screen from Hardenstein. Hardenstein rolls. We're right there with Buzelis. It goes out to SGA. No time left on the shot clock. Giddey, great defense. Forces the miss. Rebound Giannis. We're still very much in this, especially with Giannis getting ahead of steam in transition here. Antetokounmpo will get the Wilson screen. Crossover up the middle. Giannis! Putting us within 2. Nothing better than a Giannis slam. We're within 2. 45 seconds to go. Shai Gilgeous with the ball up top. SGA gets the screen from Hardenstein. Ihart rolls. Shai poked away by Wilson. That's our ball, ain't it? Chet went to go retrieve it, but he was out of bounds. That's us. Caleb Wilson, another heads-up defensive play. Giannis broke Hardenstein to the rim. Lays it in. And we are tied with 34 seconds to go. Giannis Antetokounmpo, a big play after the Wilson defensive stop. Here's Shai Gilgeous, the spin. Another spin, the fake, the lay-in. So smooth. SGA gonna put the Thunder up by 2. Here goes Caleb Wilson inbounding the ball. It'll go into Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo driving. Oh yeah, just take Hardenstein. You've been doing it every single time. It goes out to Barrett, to Wilson. Caleb, let's do it. Giannis sets the screen. Wilson, the 3. No good. Rebound Giannis. Batted away Hardenstein. No. No, dude. If Caleb Wilson hit that 3 to give us the lead in the finals, that would have changed my life. Dub makes the first free throw. Second one. Oh, I thought that one was off. Thunder by 4. C-Dub into Giddey. We're going to need a 3 fast. Buzelis fakes, fires, misses. It's going to a Game 6. We're in trouble. I was already, when we were up 3-0, I thought it was sweet. I thought we had it for sure. 22, 9, and 8 from Giannis. 21 from Wilson. 24 from SGA. Oh my gosh. I'm in big trouble, man. Game 6. Need this one bad, 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 like that one song. Game 6. No. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. 23 from Giannis. Wilson, 4 of 16. Straight toward 8. Game 7. I got to go down to an 8-man rotation. If we blow this lead, I don't know how we can even continue on. Chicago fans, we need this so bad. Great start. Yes. Chicago. We've done it. 28, 7, and 5 from Giannis. He's your finals MVP. Giannis averaged 25, 9, and 5. RJ Barrett still can't shoot, but we got to do a full breakdown. Who hooped out? Game 7. Caleb Wilson, 32 points, 26 from Buzelis, 25 from Giannis, 18 from Casey Wells, 6 of 6. Huge. Everybody showed up when I needed them most. As far as the playoff stats go, Giannis averaged 25, 9, and 5. Buzelis averaged a dub, 18 from Wallace, 16 from Wilson. I'm expecting some big progression this summer from Wilson. We've had him in the lab with Giannis. He's going to continue to work with Antetokounmpo. Coming off the chip, will be more motivated than ever to go back-to-back. Giannis led the way in the finals, averaging 28. Buzelis averaged 19. How about Wallace going from, he averaged 18 in this round. What did he average overall in the playoffs? He only averaged, he only played 1 game. But he was hurt? That's actually nuts. Got back and hooped. Wow, man. Wow. Steph Curry and KD are out of here. And Chicago is once again a city of champions. But way back when, the old bald guy who wore 23, Mr. Michael, he delivered 6 rings to the city. 2 3-peats. Could we do something like that? Probably not, but I want to try and deliver some more rings. And a big part of being a team that's competitive for a long time, you got to find some steals in the draft. I got the second pick here in the second round. Maybe that could be something. I'm looking for somebody with the all-NBA potential. We don't have anybody like that, but we do have some guys with all-star all-star potential. Phil Beasley compared to a Chicago Bull. Reggie Theus with his all-star potential. We'll take him. Is he going to become that guy? Maybe not, but it's worth the shot. And then next year, I actually would love to get a pick that's like mid-first round. We haven't had the privilege of drafting a notable talent in some time. I'm going to take the options on everybody except for Cam Jones. Sorry, Cam. Dylan Cardwell, I'm good. Buzelis is due a payday. Of course, we'll take care of him off the chip. Let's get him his money. Leonard Miller, Cam Jones, Cardwell. I'm cool. Let's get Buzelis back, and then we're going to figure out the rest from here. Zoo as a backup big is interesting. Jalen Smith is our current backup center. I like it. Let's go offer Big Zoo a 4-year contract and done. Okay, that's all the work I need to do here. I mean, we're a championship squad. Wilson goes up 3. Giannis goes down 1. Zoo down 1. Kitty, you can't be getting worse at 25, bro. Wallace gets worse. Like, why are all these guys, we've got a fairly young team outside of like Giannis and Zoo, I guess. Giannis is 33. Zoo is 31. But outside of that, we got a pretty young team. I don't really understand why we're regressing. Whatever. I digress. Let's go to a 9-man rotation. We got too much center play. Jalen Smith, I'm going to remix your position here, make you a 4. You're 6'8 anyway, so that's fine. Caleb Wilson hasn't hit the progression that I expected. He's staying locked in on the mentorship with Giannis, right? Okay, great. Oh, wait, it says 2 out of 3 badges selected. Let me select something new then. Let's do, why would I have him mentor him on marketability? All due respect, Caleb, I do not care about that. Let's get physical finisher going. Okay, now I want to get my new PG in the lab. I believe in him. Here he is, Phil Beasley, only a 66 overall. I guess I'm going to have him trade with Josh Giddey. We don't exactly have the greatest backcourt talent on this team, so unfortunately for you, Bubba, Josh Giddey's probably one of your better options. He's a 66 overall, starting off with a couple badges, which is, I guess, a little bit encouraging. Also a really good start, too. 10-0. We're never going to lose a game again. We lost, but no, it's off to a really good start. I'm hyped. 37-9 right now. We're coming off the chip. There's just no way I could justify doing anything, right? Dang, Caleb Wilson's really been doing like the same things. The efficiency's starting to climb though, which is good. But there's no way I can justify doing anything right now. We're so good. I'm not making any trades. We're going to see if we can win 2 in a row. Wembanyama, your MVP, 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Billy Donovan, 67 wins. Shout out to Freaky Bill, greatest coach in the universe. Giannis, All-NBA second team, 24, 9, and 6. We're the #1 seed. Got the Philadelphia Sixers in the first round. They drafted Cam Williams, who's a highly touted prospect in the 27 draft, I believe. And it looks like going into it, we're pretty healthy. Just as far as a check-in on everybody, Buzelis averaged 19. He's continued to be a really good scoring presence for us. Barrett averaged 18, had a great year. Look, the efficiency came up. I knew you could do it, RJ. Caleb Wilson still working on the efficiency, but getting better. Giddey continues to stuff the stat sheet. Big Zoo was cool off the bench, 10-9. Jalen Smith was cool too. All right, first round. Philly Sixers up 2-1, up 3-1. Yeah, y'all got that. We win in 5. Who got hurt though? No, it was the Achilles. And I'm paying him a lot, and he's just going to be rehabbing most of next year too. Kaysen, yeah, that 18-point game. I'm gonna need you to do something similar here. Kaysen Wallace, yeah, he's got to slot in. Next man up, I guess. Miami Heat, Giannis left them. They picked up Kyrie, Siakam, Double D, Dyson Daniels. So they've definitely made some changes to the team ever since Giannis left. Ever since I left the city, we win in 5. Next up will be Toronto. Kawhi Leonard, a little worse, down to an 87. Y'all seen all the stuff going down with Kawhi? The trade, I don't know where it stands. Maybe the trade assets in there could change. Maybe the trade doesn't go through because they're still doing the aspiration investigation, man. It's crazy. Nonetheless, we got Toronto. Good defensive squad, even with Claw being older. We lose the first and the second. All right, this is all to quite the start. See, RJ could have gave us, well, he still can, but he could have been the insider for us against this Raptors team. He would have done real well against them. He knows all the schemes. He knows exactly how to attack. Game 3, need it, and we'll get it. They almost came back. 35 and 16 from Giannis, 22 from Wilson, who's putting together a really good playoff run, averaging 20. Game 4, can we tie up the series here? Great start. Yes, sir. 28 from Giannis, 2 apiece going into game 5. We just flipped the switch, man. We just flipped the switch on them. 26 from Giannis. No, Buzelis got hurt. Oh, the injury bug's hitting. The injury bug's hitting. What happened? What happened? What happened? Buzelis trashed the dress photo shoot. Took tragic turn. What that mean? What happened? Right arm hairline fracture. No, he's done. He was having a game too before he got hurt. Now we got to close this series with no Buzelis. Isaac Okoro, he's coming into it cold. He's got Christmas Takeover from the get-go. And the Raps, they're locked in for Game 6. They see this opportunity with our second highest scorer out of the mix. But we're still fighting. We want to go back to that second finals. We want to win a three-peat like Mike was doing back in the day. Here we go. We're up by 5, 2:29 to go. This could be the end of Toronto's season. Giannis has 34 and 14, 16 and 10 from Wilson. So it's really been Giannis doing a whole lot of the heavy lifting. Casey Wallace fouled out. I don't know who we're playing at the 2 then. Maybe we slid Giddy down. I don't know. Terrible defense. Pirtle gets the dunk. Y'all keep tagging me in that screenshot on TikTok of Jakob Pirtle winning Finals MVP. Was a pretty crazy 2K screenshot. Josh Giddey over to Giannis. Giannis gonna look to drive it here on Scotty Barnes. Going to a bunch of dribble moves. Barnes a good defender. Giannis doesn't care. Put him in the basket. 36 from Antetokounmpo. We're up by 5. Minute 58 to go. Here's Emmanuel quickly with the rock. IQ gonna get the screen from Jakob Pirtle. Quickly down to Kawhi. Kawhi Leonard. Couple shot fakes. Not in Caleb Wilson's paint, baby. Yes, in Caleb was Wilson's paint. Golly, he looked like a traffic cone wearing a Chicago Bulls jersey. Caleb Wilson got absolutely cooked there. Here's Giannis with the ball up the middle, turned over. Oh, got it back. He wasn't turned over. I spoke too soon. It'll go to Okoro. He hands it off to Wilson. Wilson one-on-one with Kawhi Leonard. Gonna swing it out to Giddey. 5 on the shot clock. Joshy, you gotta bail us out using the screen. Zoo rolls to the rim. Good swing. Wilson's got room. No good. Zoo's there on the glass. Oh, Zoo, he got it. He's gonna run into the paint now. Keldon Johnson on him. He's got the size advantage. Golly, Zoo's kind of getting boxed. Throws it away. That was terrible, Zoo. Keldon Johnson with the rock now. Johnson, 17 on the shot clock. Swings it to Quickly. There's the screen. Barnes wide open on the pop. Instead, he'll hit Johnson, who's also open. And Keldon Johnson will tie this thing up with 55 seconds to go. Ooh, Nelly. Ooh, Nelly is crazy. Here's Josh Giddey with the ball. Has the size advantage on IQ if he wants to attack, but he'll give it to Giannis instead. Antetokounmpo. Going at Barnes. Fades away. Can't score it. Rebound will go to Kawhi Leonard. Leonard over to Keldon Johnson. Johnson driving it on Okoro. Lay in. Good. Keldon Johnson put in Toronto. Up by 2 here. 32 seconds remain. Well, we're going to Josh Giddey for your Chicago Bulls. Giddey's going to call a timeout. Oh, man. It's getting spooky here. Isaac Okoro going to inbound. We're down by 2. It goes into Trey Jones. Giannis posted up. Going to go with Isaiah Stewart, a great shot blocker. Giannis, the spin move, the lay-in, no good. Great defense from Beef Stew. Sometimes you got to tip your cap and just admit, yeah, fair play. That was good. Barnes, first free throw will go. If he misses this second, that'll keep it a 1-possession game. Second one for Scotty is good as well. Scotty didn't give us a break there. Antetokounmpo into Jones. Back to Giannis. Giannis driving into the paint. Swings it out to Okoro. Decent look from 3. No good. Isaac Okoro, you can't be a starter in Game 7, bro. I'm going to be honest. The Raps just won with their leading scorer only having 14. When Giannis had 36 and 15 rebounds on my side. Absolutely crazy. Just shows some more guys got to come along for the ride with him. Here's the plan, though. I'm going to slide Wilson down to the 3. Giannis is going back to the 4. Zoo's starting at the 5. Left Wilson at the 2. Giddey at the 1. I think that makes more sense for this Game 7. Coach Dan Popovich stepping in. Let's get it. Game 7 action. We start off real well. See? The coach. Coach and mastermind, man. That's me. 35, 12, and 11 from Giannis. And next we got the Spurs. Giannis averaged 31 and 11 in the East Finals. Wemby was the West MVP. Did they lose Freaky Dill over there in San Antonio, or did he just get hurt? Probably a better chance that he got hurt than him leaving the team. Oh no, he's there. He's just on the bench. I wouldn't do that, but fair, I guess. Game 1 of the Finals. Spurs set the tone. We win Game 2 and 3. I'm telling y'all this new lineup. This might be the method even moving forward once RJ gets back. And Buzelis. I don't know. Buzelis is too dang good. We go up 3-1 in the series. Giannis 46 and 10. Holy. We got a chance to repeat here. You know, in today's league, the parity era, you don't really see repeat champions. And I don't want to get ahead of myself. Luwemby James eyeing the 3-1 comeback. 27 from Wilson, or from Antetokounmpo, 17 from Wilson. Wemby had 40. Braylon Mullins had 20 in 18 minutes, which is, you know, pretty huge, especially given the amount of time he got to play there. And we're headed to a game 7. So this series is not over. 22 from Wilson, 30 and 11 from Wemby. We got to go down to an 8-man rotation. This is the final game of the season. Win or lose. This is far from the final season, only year 3 here. And the Spurs start off real strong. Can we at least make it interesting? We just blew a 3-1 lead in the final. Okay, Giannis 31, 11, and 10. 31 from Wilson. Giannis took 31 shots for those 31 points, might I add. Vassell had 22. Wemby is your finals MVP. Well, Buzelis and Barrett go down. But that's no excuse. We were up 3-1 in the finals without those guys, and we still lost. That's the moral of the story at the end of the day. Wilson averaged 20 and 7 in the playoffs. How are the final stats? Wilson averaged 22, 33 and 12 from Giannis. Last game wasn't great. I mean, he put up 31, but 31 shots is egregious. Jalen Smith was trash. Shot 37% from the field as a big. Trey Jones was buns. Oh, man. Yeah, our role players didn't really show up. They were called upon for bigger roles than they were used to, and they just weren't ready to step up. The next man up mentality did not work here. Now, I did talk to y'all about how I wanted to trade for a pick, maybe mid-first round, maybe even just in the 20s. The 20s would work. Oh, we have our pick. Late 20s. Perfect. 30th pick, that's fine. I can work with that. We should be able to get somebody we can take a swing on who has high potential. I was hoping for all NBA potential. Not seeing anybody like that. So you know what? I'm actually going to wait another year. We're going to trade all these picks that we have this year, and we're going to go acquire... Pell Larson wouldn't be bad, really. Just another wing, maybe some additional depth. He hasn't been great, but actually, Detroit, let's do the lottery protected pick. Add me some future seconds. Done. They take Elton Page. Sure, whatever. Y'all got it. Team options, Wilson. Dude, Swain's done nothing. I'll take his option, I guess. Just holding out hope that he might get better, but I don't know. Oh, I didn't mean to decline Phil Beasley. I wanted to wait on him. I'm going to sign him back to a better deal, actually. Asenge, we got to pay here. Kai and Anthony, I'm cool. All right, Trey Jones, minimum, sure. Isaac Okoro, I'm good. Jalen Smith wasn't that good. I'm going to say Asenge off this payday becomes better, and I could afford Joel Embiid. Well, it's a mid-level contract. I could afford D-Bane. That's a guy I've been wanting for some time. Great shooter. Yes, please let me get D-Bane on the mid-level. Beautiful, beautiful. And then I got to move the positions back around. Buzelis is going to stay at the 3. Giannis will go back to the 5. D-Bane's going to start at the 2. And while RJ's out, this is actually perfect to have Desmond Bane stepping in. Just averaged a dub, shot 42 from 3. Like, dude, this is a really good player to be grabbing. Wilson's going back to his natural position, the power forward, and I could grab Markkanen on a minimum. Nope. Okay, fine. Progression. Oh, I forgot to re-sign my guy Phil. I'm gonna go get him. Nobody probably signed him. Wilson's up 3. That's good. Giannis goes down 2, which sucks. Bane down 1. Yeah, but I guess that's the reality, right? We signed a guy who was older. He's probably gonna get worse. Barrett, he's probably gonna get worse too with the injury. I don't know when we're even getting him back, how much time he has left in recovery. He's still 2 to 4 weeks. That's not bad, actually. I thought he was gonna be out like the majority of the season, in all honesty. Let's extend this to a 9-man rotation. And RJ, when you come back, we got a lot of 2 guards, so I'm gonna make you 3. And what else do I got? Any extensions? Giannis wants to come back. We'll do a year. We're gonna take it slow with him because he's older. We'll do 2 years for Josh. 2 years for Kaysen is fine. He's 25, good defensive player. RJ wants 4 years off the Achilles. I give you 2. And that is it. And then I wanted to check on my guy. What was Buddy's name? The PG. Point guards. There he is. Phil Beasley. We can negotiate something. We'll do a 3-year deal. He was playing for the Capital City Go-Go. I can't have that. He's up to a 68 overall now, by the way. We're going to get him under some more mentorship. We're going to check on Wilson's mentorship as well. Okay, so Wilson, let's get him on Paint Prodigy. Let's get him on Break Starter as well. And then let's do Phil Beasley again. We'll have him work with Giddey on some badges. I know we fell short of the title last year. I won't hesitate to make a trade if there's a good deal out there. I will say I think that the Desmond Bane addition is really going to change the game for us. We do have that Pistons pick for next year too. Or for, 2030 draft. So I keep that in the tuck. That could be a trade asset, but I've been wanting to draft for some time, so I kind of want to keep him. I kind of want to keep that pick. Keaton Wagler wins NBA Cup MVP. Saw he had a rough summer league game last night. Oh yeah, also I just want to take a quick second because this is a longer video, right? And I want to thank y'all. I posted on my community tab, my Twitter, my TikTok, TikTok, everything, right? But we had a crazy month of June. May was my best month, followed it up with June being my best month. 8.7 million views, 24.3 thousand new subscribers, and 60 uploads. So an average of 2 videos a day. And how about this? 22.8 million minutes watched. That doesn't even sound like a real number. So yeah, thank y'all so much, man. Changed my life. I'm gonna continue to grind for y'all as much as I can, man. 2K27 on the way. I'm hyped. Just new opportunities on the way with the channel, with the new game, man. I'm excited. Hopefully college basketball can be another opportunity to expand. We're grinding to 1 million, bro. Really. Like, I know I said road to 500K, but after that, bro, all gas, no brakes to 1 million. Anyways, number 1 seed, number 1 power ranks, only 5 losses. Can I even justify trying to make a play here again? Like, I know last year we blew the 3-1 in the finals, but we signed D-Bane. Like, that's our big addition. And that's the thing with these realistic rebuilds. I don't want to have every trade deadline I'm making 100 moves. Every offseason I'm making 100 moves. You know what I mean? And RJ Barrett's averaging 19. He's only played 6 games back so far. Wilson's averaging 22, having his best year. So that's huge. But yeah, we'll go ahead and simulate the rest of this year. 65-11. There's a chance we win 70 games. It's not a chance. It's a reality. 71 wins. Wembanyama MVP, 28-13. 3 blocks. Oh, wait. Billy Donovan, Coach of the Year. Number 1 seed. Of course. I mean, we won 71 games. You know what I mean? And it's time to get our second title in 3 years. Wilson averaged 21. Giannis, 23 and 11. Buzelis averaged 20. 18 from Barrett. Bane averaged 15. Too. Like, look at what we do, man. First round, Washington. They're worst up. We sweep them. Orlando Magic, 2-2. Even with no D-Bane, no problem potentially. They replace him with Joksimovic. Also, Paulo Banchero down to an 86 in this NBA universe. That seems very low for old Paulo. Game 5, we grab that one. 26 and 10 from Giannis. 25 from Giddey. Game 6, looking to close it out right here. It's close. All right, let's get it out of here, man. 2:18 to go. 71 wins. We can't go out in round 2, so let's finish it out. Game 6, enemy territory. Golly, why do I see half my team in suits, bro? Why do I see half my team in suits? I see, hold on. That's Caleb Wilson. That's RJ. That's Trey Jones. They got my guy Phil sitting on the floor. Same thing with Dalen Swain. But, bro, we got half our guys injured. I got to check in and see what's going on there. That's really bad news. Hartenstein, we'll get into Joksimovic. Everywhere we go, Hartenstein follows. He was just in OKC when we were facing them. And there's a dunk from iHeart. How have we only taken 64 shots? That just seems like very low. Oh, we'll go into Josh Giddey for your Chicago Bulls. Giannis, a lot's going to be on your shoulders here. Luckily, you got some pretty strong shoulders. Defended by Mike Porter here. A little hook from Giannis is good. Deep hook. Puts us up by 2. Here's Franz Wagner with the ball. Franz, defended by Senge, puts it on the deck. Fouled. That could have nearly been an and one. Kind of a bad foul because Franz already had a Senge pretty much beat, but Noah still decided to foul. Franz, second free throw won't go. Giannis pulls down the board. That'll keep us up by 1. We catch a break with the missed free throw. Nice pass. Giannis to Giddey. Corner 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hartenstein. He'll give it up to Jay Suggs. Suggs over to Franz. Franz driving on Buzelis here. Backs him down. Come on, Buzelis. We're right there. Blocked it off his head. Josh Giddey will pull down the rebound. Giddey to Buzelis. Corner 3. Lil Boozy. No good. Fighting for the board. It'll end up getting pulled down by Hartenstein. Franz Wagner with the ball. Taking it to the rack on Bane. Hits Joksimovic. Corner 3 is cash. Stefan Joksimovic going to put the Orlando Magic up by 3 here. Come on, Desmond Bane. You don't have a big shot in you. This is your former team, you know? Giddey throws it down to Giannis. Giannis will lay it in. Can't guard me, Hartenstein. You can't. Giannis proved that in the... Hey! Hold on. Where's she at? Excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the room. Franz Wagner with the ball. Less than a minute to go. Franz, defended by Lil Boozy, swings it over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs going to get the screen from Banchero. Suggs will fire a 3. No good. Rebound Giannis. We're headed the other way. 3/4 of a minute left. Onto the Kumpo. Going to swing it to the corner. Giddey on the wing here. Throws it down to Antetokounmpo. Giannis will lay it in. And we're up by 2. 37 seconds to go. Giannis gives us the lead. Franz with the ball. He's He's going to go with Buzelis here. Good defense from Lil Boozy. Couple fakes from Franz. Franz needs some help here. Floats it up. He doesn't need help. He calls his own number, and number 22 answers. Game is tied. We'll have a chance for the last shot with 21.6 remaining, and the shot clock turned off. Here it goes. It's into Josh Giddey. We know who it's going to. Number 7, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giddey trying to get it down to Giannis in the post. I think he's just dribbling it out. Bounces it to Buzelis. Man, hurry up and get it to Giannis. Bane down to Giannis. 4 seconds. Antetokounmpo. Hook over Hartenstein. Come on, you're too little. You're a baby. 2-point lead. 2.2 to go. That's plenty of time for the Magic. 3 could win it. 2 will tie this ball game up. Hartenstein gonna inbound for Orlando. iHeartRadio. We'll get it into Paolo. Paolo from deep. If he makes this, I'd end the video. Yep. We're out of here. Conference finals. But the big thing I want to check on going into this is what's going on with all the injuries, man. 21 from Buzelis, 16 and 11 from Giannis. But Caleb Wilson was sidelined. Oh, we're good. Bro, all of them were in suits last game and now we're cool? Okay. We'll take it, I guess. Anthony Edwards is a Celtic with Tatum. That was the whole blueprint with getting Paul George. Let his money fall off the books. Eventually, we can make a play. That's nuts. 1-1 after 2. We go up 2-1. AE and JT might not be enough. They do take game 5. Let's finish this in 6, not blow a 3-1. Minnesota's actually in the finals. Ant's former team. We're not going to blow a 3-1 again. Back-to-back years. Last year was in the finals. This year, for a change of pace, we might do conference finals. Buzelis with 25. He's having quite the run, averaging 24 a night. Wilson 17 and 11. Giddey with 19. AE a little banged up, still drops 28. Okay, here goes nothing. Season on the line. Celtics start off strong. There's no way in a 71-win season we blow a 3-1. I've seen a 73-win team blow a 3-1 in the finals before. It was pretty crazy. We win. 30 from Giannis. Antetokounmpo 25, 10 and 4 to win the East MVP. NBA Finals. Oh, Jaylen Brown is on the T-Wolves. So Brown ends up going from Boston to Philly to Minnesota. AE goes from Minnesota to Boston. That's crazy. They still have LaMelo, Jaden McDaniels, Mitchell Robinson's there. They also got Rui now. Game 1, we win. 2-0. Yeah, I saw this team and I saw Christmas, to be honest with you. Up 3-1. We win the series in 5. 20 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. Giannis is your finals MVP, but that was year 17 for Antetokounmpo. He's still very, very serviceable at this point. 25, 11 and 5, 2 steals, a block, but the fall off could be coming, especially with him being a player. His game is quite predicated on athleticism. 22 a night from Buzelis, 21 from Caleb Wilson. 2 championships in 4 years, though. We're off to quite the successful start. As far as the finals go, Wilson nearly led all scorers. Hoping to see some more big progression out of him as Jimmy Harden is out of here at 40 years old. Him and Julius Randle. I wonder how that Pistons pick ended up doing for us. We got... Oh, the Pistons ended up in the lottery. But that means we'll get their pick next year, right? I believe so. Yeah, we do have their pick next year. We have our pick right here. We have some seconds. Do we have any players who might be a little valuable? Nobody I'd really want to trade. I'd throw in some additional seconds. And I'm going to try to move up to like number 21. That works. Okay, see how we feel about this. Done. Pacers get Gus Weber, number 1. At number 21, I can get Ross Brown. See? Here you go. Travis Copeland. Dave DeBusschere, All-NBA ceiling. David Thompson, All-NBA ceiling on Tom Ryan. Now, preferably, we could get a guy who's a little younger with a higher ceiling, but there's so many options. Stephen Gordon might be our guy. C- overall already. Ranked 4th at his position. Some mocks had him going just outside lottery. But he's only 20 years old, already a C-, athletic ball hawk. Let's do it. Stephen Gordon. They don't want to see me fall. Stephen Gordon, how I ball. Caleb Wilson. Dalen Swain. I'm so cool, man. That just didn't work out, did it? But Caleb Wilson needs you back. 40. Oh. A lot of money, man. It's a lot of cheddar cheese, but I'm going to re-sign him for sure. And then on the mid-level, Cam Williams, young piece. Sixers let him go. I pick him up. Guess he didn't pan out the way they thought he would. Giannis down 1. Now listen, this is going to sound crazy. D-Bane down 2. Zoo down 2. Here's what I'm thinking, though. Giannis, I don't think has a player option or anything. I might let him walk next summer, because if I got to continue to pay him... Actually, though, you think about the timelines, the contracts lining up. We still have Wilson, or we still have Buzelis under contract for some years. Still have Barrett. A lot of these guys are signed longer. I'll give, it only lets me give him 3. I can't do that. No. I can't give him 3. If that's the only option, I'm not doing it. RJ, I'm not going to throw him any more years. I'm not committing longer term to anybody for now. And Giannis may be going this summer, depending on what kind of number we can get him back at. It just kind of depends on that. If it's a fair number, if the price is right, like that one show, maybe we do it. But you see it already. Giannis getting injured at the start of the season. I fear injuries will be more common. Regression will be stacking up. I just don't think it's smart to commit 3 more years to him. I don't even know about committing another year. So 3, that's too much to do right now. Too much dip on my chip. But my goodness, man, again, the regular season has been only 4 losses so far, so no trades will be coming during the regular season. If y'all watched the first rendition of the 10-year takeover, you probably know this, but if you didn't, I'm gonna throw a quick spoiler alert. The Clippers, man, or the Celtics one, man, I did not do nearly as well. Already, I've outperformed how I did in the Celtics one. This 10-year takeover has been fire, and you know, I didn't even disclose this or mention this, but I put it on higher simulator difficulty just for a little extra challenge. I bumped it to 60. Nothing crazy, but that has not mattered. We have been cooking. Jokic wins MVP in the big 2031 at 36 years old. Crazy stuff. We had the coach of the year, Bill Donovan. Giannis doesn't make All-NBA this time. We are still the #1 seed, though. Wilson's hurt going into the playoffs. He's out 2-4. Averaged 22 and 10, though. The numbers keep improving. Giannis averaged 24 and 11. Bozelis about a dub. 18 from RJ Barrett. 16 from D-Bane. D. Swain averaged 9. I did not re-sign him. Did I? Maybe I did. He wasn't bad, though. Respect. First round, we got Washington. Oh, how's old buddy doing, too? Beasley? Oh, he just sucks. Hopefully Stephen Gordon can be decent. I need to get him in some mentorship next year. I need to do that. First round, we sweep Washington. Second round, we sweep ATL. And by now, Caleb Wilson is back just in time for the conference finals. So we got everybody out there now, right? Let me make sure nobody else got hurt. Raptors picked up Ice Trey, which is interesting. Definitely takes a little bit away from their defensive identity, but gives them more for sure, more offense. It's slang. Game 1, we win. 2-0, 3, 4. Finals got Wemby and the Spurs. Giannis versus Wemby. Bro, I might have to re-sign Giannis at least another year the way he's been playing. Game 1 against the Spurs. We win. They take game 2 and 3. Facing a potential 3-1 deficit as we go into this game 4 here. This is going to be a close one. I need some water, bro. It's still hot in here. I told y'all about turning on that fan. It helped a little bit, but it's not enough. Here goes nothing, man. Big Zoo inbounding the ball here. We got Wilson. We got D-Bane. We got RJ. Giannis fouled out, and so is Lil Boozy. So Caleb Wilson, this is your time to shine. What did Lil TJ say? I think it's my time to shine. I've been waiting so long. Big Zoo gets it into RJ Barrett. It'll go to Josh Giddey. Giddey defended by Dylan Harper, my GOAT, my sunshine. It'll go over to Zoo. Zoo hands it off to D-Bane. Bane to the rim. Hey! Two-handed slam. I didn't know he could get up there. I didn't know his wingspan was long enough to reach the rim. But he's able to dunk it home. 4-point lead. De'Aaron Fox driving it to the basket. You know, I actually have a longer wingspan than Desmond Bane. I have like a 6'6", 6'7" wingspan. No troll. Oh, we're going the other way to the defense. And here I am. What am I using my wingspan to do? To reach the controller that's right in front of me. Cam Williams got in the ball game. Yeah, I mean, no kidding. All the foul outs. He'll give it over to Caleb Wilson. Wilson defended by Penny. It goes over to Giddey. Giddey bounces it to Barrett. Barrett to Wilson in the corner here. Wilson will get the screen from RJ. 8 on the shot clock here for Chicago. Wilson gonna drive it to the rim on Penny. Couple shot fakes. Dishes. Barrett 3. Oh, no good. Rebound to go to Big Mama Wembanyama. He hands it over to Stephon Castle. Castle defended by Bane. Gets it back to Wemby. Wemby top of the key action. Here's the screen from Penny. Victor the Hezzy. Oh, get that out of here. Cam Williams battling with the Giants. Sends Wemby shot back. Barrett to Williams to Bane. Back to Williams to Giddey. Giddey gets the D-Bane screen. It'll go to Caleb Wilson. Wilson the jab. 9 on the shot clock here for Caleb. Lay in over the defense. And we're up by 6. Caleb Wilson, tough finish. Only 13 points tonight, but you know when it's time to go, he's going to show up. Wembanyama driving it. Not in Cam Williams' paint. Yeah! Cam Williams, the Wemby stopper. Victor needs some help. Oh, another rejection! Woo! Cam Williams, big time. Giddey to Williams. Oh, he should have took the shot, bro. He deserved it. I know we're trying to run down clock, but come on, man. Oh, he gets it down low. Go up over Penny. It'll go to Barrett. To Bane. I guess we're just moving it around. Wilson, 5 on the shot clock, hits Giddey, corner 3, missed it. Williams the tip in, my hero. Dude, Cam Williams was special down the stretch of that game. Only had 11 points, but bro, what he was doing defensively, 4 blocks. We saw a couple of them. Giannis led all scorers with 18. Wilson, 13 on 13 shots. No matter how much older he gets, he just can't get that dang efficiency down just yet. Game 5 on the way. This finals is important to me. I really want us to win it because I don't know. We probably won't be back with this core. Game 5, this is a bad showing. Giannis had 20, 31 and 15 from Wemby. Wilson, 9 points, fouled, 5 fouls. So he must have been in foul trouble, so he didn't play a ton of minutes. Season on the line going into game 6, and we will respond with a much better game. Gonna push this series 7. 23 from Buzelis, 23 and 13 from Giannis. There you go. Caleb Wilson with 22. Only averaging 16 these playoffs. Big playoff drop from 22 points per game that he averaged in the regular season. Dylan Harper, 29, 26 and 10 from Wemby as we head to a series deciding game number 7. It's off to a good start here for your Chicago Bulls, and we're gonna win it. That'll be a repeat for us as well, and 3 total championships on the rebuild. RJ Barrett, 28 points, 25 from Wembanyama. Wilson was 17. Giannis only had 4, 11 and 8. Giannis Finals MVP averaged 17 points, 9 boards, 6 assists. Definitely not the Giannis numbers of old by any means, but he was still huge for us in year 18. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. Do we give him another year? I'm not sure. Did that Pistons pick end up being anything? 9% chance at number 1. When we traded for it, it looked like a pick that was probably gonna be, you know, some mediocre selection, but it turned out to be much more. And we get up to 3! Sensational. Coming off the championship, I have the 3rd overall selection. And with the 3rd pick, I made the world sick. MJ, fadeaway, perfect. There's a bunch of guys with Hall of Fame ceilings in this draft. Some older guys, though, for sure. Some older rookies, especially for the modern league. It's kind of surprising to see that. I guess who I'd want the most is Brett Monroe. I think he's going to go 1, though. Yeah, there he goes. Then there's Nick Saunders. So at 3, we could get this dude McCormick. They're comparing Leftos Alexandris to Dirk. He was the consensus number 2 guy and dropped into my lap at 3. And Giannis is getting old. Seems like kind of a no-brainer. 6'8" out of Greece. So I get another power forward out of Greece to replace Giannis. That's fun. Mac Wembanyama. Return of the Mac. We'll see who else available here, though. Maybe some All-NBA ceiling guys at the back end of the first round. I saw one. I scrolled really far. All-NBA. I saw it. I know I saw it. There it is. It's Luke Harrison, 22-year-old 2-guard. Or we could go this PG with all-star ceiling, who some mocks had going 9. Physical ball hawk, 6'2", 211, so NBA-ready frame. A little small, but 6'9" wingspan, so he makes up for his lack of height with the wingspan. Let's do it, man. Coming out of North Crackalakin, Leftos, Terrence Barrett. Great draft, man. Free agency, Giannis. He's unrestricted. He says, I'll come back for 55. Unfortunately, even with Giannis's money off the books, I'm over the cap. So maybe we stay together for the kids, Giannis. Maybe that's what we have to do. I guess I will be re-signing Giannis, but only on a 1-year situation and for a little less money. All right. On the mid-level, can I do any damage? Ooh, Native Man. Get another young guy? Let's do it, man. These teams giving up on their young guys, I'll gladly take them as reclamation project. As Giannis goes down 2, Barrett down 1, Wallace down 1. Barrett's on the last year of his deal. Wallace will be soon. I can't believe Williams is getting worse even though he's young. Bane will be an expiring next summer. I think next summer is when we can really start to maneuver. Phil Beasley goes up 3, which is something, I guess. Stephen Gordon goes up 3. I'm definitely going to put him in the lab with somebody for mentorship. Buzelis. I'm not going to commit to anybody right now. I'm going to keep my options open because, like I said, post Giannis, I think some major changes are going to be in order. Need to cut down the roster 1 spot. I'm going to be honest, Phil. I don't see this going anywhere. All right, let's hit the player mentorship. Let's do Leftos. I want him to get mentored by Giannis in what will probably be Giannis's final season with the team. Giannis was a great mentor for Caleb Wilson. Taught him everything he knew, you know? Well, not everything, obviously, or Wilson would be better, but we got Leftos working with Giannis on some badges. And then 2K, please bring back Untapped Potential Camp. By the way, I mentioned it a lot in these videos. It was just such a cool feature. Bro, you can make some of your favorite players really good just by sending them to Potential Camp. Stephen Gordon, we'll get him working with probably Josh Giddey, or actually maybe D-Bane. Dude, D-Bane's got some badges. Let's get him slippery off ball, shifty shooter, off ball pass. Boom, simple, easy. Simulate this season. I don't know how good it's about to be with Giannis being older. Apparently, we just refuse to lose. And I told y'all, we even bumped the simulator difficulty to make things a little more challenging. It just doesn't matter. Big Mama Wembanyama, your MVP. MVP, averaged 25 and 13 with 3 blocks. Brett Monroe was crazy, averaged 25 on the Lakers. But I knew realistically, like, if there's a guy like that up for grabs, probably not going to be able to trade up in the draft. Like, sure, you can do it in 2K, but not here. Caleb Wilson, the leap I've been waiting on. All-NBA first team. 22, 9, and 3. Honestly, numbers not that much better than last year, but sure, I'll take it. All-NBA first team. No other Bulls on All-NBA, so Wilson taking the leap when really we need it most because, you know, Giannis is getting old. We were still the 2 seed. We were actually tied with the Raps, who were at the top. Giannis hurt or not starting? What? Okay, he's good now. It's like, bro, what's going on? Let's get Giannis in here. Giannis only played 41 games this year. Age catching up to him. But luckily, Buzelis, Wilson, Giddey, all available for all 82. Really, most of our guys were pretty available. Barrett caught a few injuries, but I know I can trust my guy when it comes down to it. First round, Pacers, sweep. Next up will be Orlando. Slight. Toronto really hasn't been much trouble for us from what I can remember. OG is now on the team. He's back in Toronto. The homecoming. Don't care. Hold that belt. NBA Finals will be taking on the Spurs. Wilson averaged 27 and 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks to win the East MVP. We're taking on Wemby. Let's get it. Game 1, we lose. Game 2, we win. Down 2-1. Tied 2 apiece. Game 5 on the way. This could be for a 3-peat, man. I didn't think we could do it. In the modern league, no Mike on our team, but we got Caleb Wilson, man. The new Jordan and Pippen. Wilson and Giannis. Cam Williams, 25 points. He's had some awesome playoff moments. Buzelis with 20. Wilson, 14 points. Wemby, 34 and 14. Wasn't enough. Game 6, we can close out our 3rd straight chip, 4th overall of this video, and 10th as a franchise. So, yeah, there you go. There's some numbers. We got a 4-point game, 2:11 to go. We've had so many awesome, fun, sensational hop-in moments throughout this video. Maybe this could be another one. Let's go. As we jump in here, Cam Williams will inbound the ball. Williams gets it into RJ. RJ to Caleb Wilson to Giannis. Antetokounmpo will look to drive it on Dylan Harper. Draws the double. Swings it out to Wilson. Open 3. No good. Giannis the board. He'll go back up. Met at the apex by Giannis, or by Wemby. Hey, yeah, Wemby, you're lucky. Giannis is old now. Harper driving it to the basket. Oh my gosh, RJ looked kind of lost there. Harper will finish it home. We get it into Antetokounmpo here. He's defended by Wembanyama. Giannis gonna look to put it on the deck against Wemby here. Antetokounmpo gets into the paint. 8 on the shot clock here for your Chicago Bulls. Giannis bumps, floats, finishes. There you go. Big time finish from Antetokounmpo. And just like that, we're within 4 of the San Antonio Spurs. D Fox with it up top. Fox takes it to the rim on Buzelis. Lay in. No good. Caleb Wilson will grab the rebound and push it the other way. He swings it to Giannis. Antetokounmpo gets the screen from Cam Williams. Puts it on the deck to the rim. The old man can still get up, man. Whoa. Whoa. Shout out. Never mind. Not going to shout that out. De'Aaron Fox with the ball. Defended by Buzelis. Buzelis sliding his feet against Fox. It'll go out to Castle. Steph Castle gets the Wemby screen. Fires the 3 from the corner. Oh, we caught a bailout there. Giannis, good box out on Wembanyama. Antetokounmpo pushing the ball. Spin move. Gives it over to RJ Barrett. Barrett gonna have everybody clear out. It's time for an RJ ISO to the rim. Finishes. I told you, you can always count on RJ when you need him. Oh, reliable. The R in RJ stands for reliable. Reliable Barrett, that's his name. Champagny into Castle. Castle defended by D-Bane, bumping him, trying to get to the paint. Not in D-Bane's paint. He's built like a bodybuilder. It'll go out to B. Mullins. Mullins waiting on the screen from Wembanyama. There it is. Buzelis fights through it. 7 on the shot clock. It goes to Champagny. Champagny to Wemby to Mullins. Tough corner 3. Cash! Oh my goodness, what a shot from Braylon Mullins. That'll put the Spurs up by 3 as we use our final timeout here. I guess we could go quick 2 coming out of it, or, you know, you go for the 3-pointer. Caleb Wilson will inbound. Wilson gonna get it into Giannis. Antetokounmpo defended by Wembanyama. Here's the Wilson screen. Giannis driving it to the rim. Hands it off to Buzelis to Wilson. 8 seconds. Wilson fakes the midi. Swings to Giddey. The 3. Josh Giddey! With 4 seconds left. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it's Josh. He knocks down the shot. Hey, remember energetic? Oh my gosh, it's Bosh. Champagny gets it into Steph Castle. 3 seconds. Castle for the win. Oh my gosh, if that went in, utter devastation would have grasped the city of Chicago. But we're good, man. We're good. Well, Simcast is start of OT. Oh my gosh, they're beating the sleeves off of us. We're going 7. 28 from Wilson. 38 from Freaky Dill. Not the most efficient night from Wilson. 21 shots, 9 of 21 from the field. Giddey was 5 of 12. Okay. Game 7. Let's go. Spurs start off strong. No, man. I wanted the 3-peat. Wait. Good third. Good start to the fourth. It's not over till it's over. 7-point game, 2:21 to go. Let's see if we can close this out in year 6 for Caleb Wilson. This was an All-NBA first team year. Desmond Baines at the foul line as we jump in. Just checking in on everybody. Giddey leads all scorers with 21. Wilson fouled out at game 7 with 11 points in 10 minutes. He was hot too before he fouled out. Yo, 2K, we got to chill out on the foul outs. Like, I understand guys will, foul out here or there, but like the amount of times we got people fouling out is nuts. Bane, is he shooting 3? I love it. Bane makes all of them. There we go. Dylan Harper, defended by Josh Giddey. Harper has KP in the post. Porzingis down to Dill. Laying is good. I mean, that's an easy dish. And having Porzingis and Wemby on the same team is a cheat code, bro. That's too much length. Pause. Wemby's fouled out. Josh Giddey with the ball. Giddey, get it down to Giannis. Number 7 versus number 7. Giannis versus KP. Antetokounmpo to the rim. Out of control, but it doesn't matter. Even if he's out of control, he's in control, That makes sense. Stephon Castle crosses half court, dishes it over to Dylan Harper. Harper to Vassell in the corner. Vassell finds Castle on the wing. Castle 10 on the shot clock to KP. Porzingis the fake to Champagnie. Back to Stephon Castle. 4 on the shot clock now. Steph Castle fires. No good. Rebound to go to Antetokounmpo. Giannis, go get me another one. It goes down to Buzelis. Buzelis gonna try and put it on the deck against Vassell. Getting nowhere. It goes to Cam Williams to D. Bane. Bane. Yep, dump it down to Giannis. Come on. We'll go right at KP. 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo blocked by Porzingis. I was so confident. Talking about we're going right at KP. KP said, yeah. All right, buddy. Harper gets the screen from Steph Castle. Dylan to Porzingis. Porzingis gonna try and drive it. Oh, foul by Giannis. That's a costly one. Porzingis, first one will go. Second one from KP is also good. Still no Wemby. Oh, he was fouled out. That's right. Okay. I was like, am I bugging? Buzelis will give it into Josh Giddey. 50 seconds to go for the Bulls. Giddey calls timeout. All right. Cam Williams into Giannis. Giannis gonna drive on Porzingis. Lay-in is good. It's a big-time bucket. Give us some hope here down the stretch. Spurs will get it into Dylan Harper. Giddey and Buzelis gonna double-team ball, forcing the pass to Vassell down to Champagnie for the standing dunk. Okay, Champagnie giving the Spurs a 6-point lead. Probably gonna have to go for a 3 on this possession. I know Giannis can pretty much go get a 2 at will, but I probably need a tray ball here. Giannis gonna put it on the deck. He's going to the rim again. Easy lay. Told you can pretty much get it at will. Although KP did block him on that one possession. Porzingis into Castle. Oh, that's got to be a turnover. Got to be a steal. Harper at the line. First free throw, butter. Second one from Dylan. Good. 6-point lead for San Antonio. It'll go into Giannis. Got to fire a 3. We call timeout. Man, I don't think the 3-peat's happening. As optimistic as I want to be here, I can't see it, man. I can't see it. Cam Williams into Buzelis. Buzelis to Giannis. Giannis. We don't have time for the drives, man. And we don't exactly have the greatest shooting. Terrible pass. It's over. Wemby smiling on the bench. Man, shut up. 21 from Harper. 21 from Giddey. Unfortunately, don't win it. And now we got to navigate the post-Giannis era. I've already decided we will be moving on. 24, 9-4 from Wemby. He's your finals MVP. Wilson averaged 19, 8-3. Giannis with 18-10. This was year 19 for him. Giddey, 17 a night in the playoffs. AD retires. So Giannis doesn't retire. That would have made it a more easy parting. But unfortunately, he decides, I'm not going to retire. We have the 29th pick in the draft. I might go get somebody, but I'm going to take a break from this rebuild for a while. I'll be back with y'all later after my workout, and we'll finish up the final couple years. Okay, I'm back. How's it going? What's going on? I kind of forgot. So we got the 29th selection. Right. We're about to let Giannis go. I'm back to speed. We won the championship, or did we lose? 2031. Oh, did we lose? I guess we're coming off an L. Oh, wow. Game 7, man, the workout made me forget about it. It was a really good workout, man. I was listening to Watch the Throne. Kanye and Jay-Z were stupidly locked in on Watch the Throne. Okay, I'm thinking I trade my first, a second. We got anybody valuable? Casey Wallace is kind of a valuable role player. He's mad right now, though. Sixers are like 16th pick, so they're fringe playoff type squad. Maybe they could use the help of a Casey Wallace. And we give them the picks. They're going to say no. Okay, I understand. I'll throw you a couple seconds, too. There you go. So we'll get up to pick 16. Hornets, whoa! Trade the number 1 pick in Con Knipple for the 2nd pick in And, oh, the unprotected first next year, so they're banking on the Jazz being trash, but you just traded them a good player. I don't know about that one, man. They get Kevin Pittman. Any relation to Dexter Pittman? He's a 76 overall, so maybe it just isn't the best class, so they were like, whatever. Jamie Lewis, I rock with the Mohawk, my guy. I might have to get you just off the strength of the Mohawk. He's got an All-NBA ceiling as well. Eddie Gill, also with an All-NBA ceiling here. What else we got? We got Theo Harper, Yao Ming ceiling. Dang, why is everybody so old? The unction. It's just all old players in this draft. I might go Jamie Lewis. It seems like he was supposed to go higher. 6'3" with a 6'10" wingspan is nuts. He's a shooter. All right, Jamie. I'm going to trust that this is a good pick, okay? Stephen Gordon. We'll accept the option there. Giannis, he's got some offers. Nothing crazy. He still wants 40, bro. I mean, honestly, we might run it one more year. Stay with me here, though. Stay with me here. We're not going to have cap regardless, so I might as well sign Giannis. This isn't the strongest free agency class anyway. I'd actually, low-key, RJ, 1 year situation. I'd give RJ 1 year because Buzelis will be up next year. Like, almost our whole team besides Caleb Wilson, who, we're building around, will be up after next year. Whoa, this dude's kind of good. Brandon Cooper, 2nd overall pick, got dropped. What are his offers? Well, go back. What are his offers? He doesn't have any current offers. Let's give him, I'll make an exception. I know I'm talking about cap space this, cap space that. I'll give him a 4-year deal, bro, because it could end up being a steal of a contract. Oh, I don't have the money because of Giannis. Giannis, you're angering me. Oh, that would have been such a good opportunity to get him. How much money am I over right now? 17. I'd have to trade so much. I'd have to trade Asenge and probably like Buzelis. But see, everybody expires next year and we can go out and make plays. This is kind of going to be a gap year, like when you're trying to tell your mom, hey, I'll totally go to college. Just let me take a gap year. Giannis goes down 3. He's worse. RJ down 2. The team's low-key buns. As we enter, I believe, year number 7 of the rebuild, because I think we had just finished the 6th season. That sounds right to me. I'll double, triple check that. We are, year 7. Okay, got you. Now, I saw something interesting while I was at the gym. I saw this reporting coming out that Wembanyama could be taking a pay cut with the San Antonio Spurs on his rookie extension, right? He's eligible for, I think, 5 years, $250. And man, I would love to hear y'all's perspective on this, right? But in my eyes, right, if I can still make, let's say he takes a 50M pay cut, makes 200 million. I'm still rich. Let's say he takes a $150 million pay cut, makes 5 years, 100 M's. He'd probably never do that, but I'm still rich. Let's say he takes a $225 million pay cut. I don't even know if that's allowed. And he gets 5 years, $25 million. Guess what? I'm still rich. It's crazy. I know, he's still rich. So that's why I'm saying I wonder why more players don't do it. I get it. It could be a huge difference in money, huge discrepancy in money. I understand that, right? We're also doing pretty well. I don't really want to make any trades because, like I said, I'm trying to keep my options open. I don't want to take on additional salary. I don't want to trade future draft assets. I think our best plan of action for this year, just go the rest of the way. But you get what I'm saying? And I understand, more money, whatever. I get it. But there are guys who say, I want to win more than anything. All I want to do in this league is win. Prove it. That's just my 2 cents. Now, I know there could be the angle of, hey, the owners might take advantage and get a guy to take a pay cut and then not even put the pieces around them. In that case, I'm out of here. I'm requesting a trade. And I'll be more easily tradable because my contract's low. Look at me, 4D chess. Luka Doncic, MVP. Scoot Henderson coming off the bench behind him, 6th man of the year. We still had the coach of the year. 60 wins in what I was calling a gap year because Caleb Wilson is him. Averaged 20 and 10 with 3 assists and a steal. Also added on 2 blocks per game. Caleb Wilson, all defensive first team. I love it. Now the Raptors, they were same amount of wins as us. They just had the tiebreaker over us in the end. It's funny, man. I've been trying to kick Giannis up out of here for so long, and he only played 27 games this season, so that's pretty bad. But I've been trying to kick him up out of here for so long, and every year he's still been productive. He's ready for the playoffs. That's all that really matters at the end of the day, as long as we get in, and of course we did. So now, as far as Stephen Gordon, he averaged 8 this year, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He's getting better. Leftos, his efficiency was good, and he averaged 7, so not bad at all. Asenge, you will be on your way out of here because Leftos is better, man. First round, we'll be taking on the New York Knicks, and and we beat them in 5. All right, easy series, but we did suffer an injury along the way to Caleb Wilson. He's out 1-2. Gonna need you back sooner than later, especially because we're playing Paulo, and you're a defensive 4. It's a 2-2 series. Caleb, you ready? He is. He can play through his injury now as we go into game 5. Oh, it's over for them. If we've treaded water, kept the series tied without Caleb Wilson, just imagine what we can do with Caleb Wilson back in the mix. Game 5. Uh-oh. I was talking all that talk. Danny Brooks. I was talking like we were gonna, beat him easily. It's 114 apiece. Let's get in here. Cam Williams will inbound. It goes into Josh Giddey. Gotta close this game. This could be Giannis's last run. We'll check on that after this. Giannis, little hook. Ooh, no good. Chu grabs the rebound. Jace Richardson has it. He'll get it up to Franz Wagner. Franz bumping Cam Williams. See, I keep thinking of Caleb Williams, the dude from football. Tyler Heroes on the Orlando Magic. Now, don't try this in Caleb Wilson's paint. Come on, man. Even if he's injured, don't try him, man. Wilson gonna give it up to Antetokounmpo. There's the screen from Filipowski. Giannis swings it to Wilson, top of the key. See Will gets to the screen, fires the 3. Don't like that shot. Don't like that shot. Do you practice that shot? Here's Jace Richardson with the ball. Got Cam Williams defending. It'll go to Chu to T Hero. Hero gonna look to put it on the deck against C-Dub. Not getting anywhere. Out to Franz in the corner. Franz driving. Oh yeah, that's a foul for sure, Giannis. You can't even argue that one. Can't even argue that one. First free throw for Franz. Golly, he's got 19 points. 12 of those from free throws. The refs, the real Phantom 6-man. 2-point lead. Less than 3/4 of a minute to go. Antetokounmpo crosses the half-court line. Driving on Chu. Lay in. It's good. Giannis to tie this ball game up with 38 seconds to go. Here's Paolo Banchero with the ball. Paolo, defended by Wilson. Wilson, this is what we really needed you back for. Also, your incredible offense. Golly, you got blown by. He's playing through an injury, though. I got to give him a little slack. But, man, we needed that stop bad. Orlando by 2. 25 seconds left. Labuzzi gets it into Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis defended by Chu. Oh, nice cross. Loses Chu. Turned over. That's our ball, though, right? That's our ball, though, right? That's not magic ball. No. Roll that back. Roll that back. Roll that back. Let's watch this again. He drives on Chu. No, what? It touches his foot, bro. Unless it bounced over his foot. Man, forget the foot. Forget this game. Excuse me, miss. Chu will inbound. He gets it into, that's Joksimovic. Somebody just fouled out. D. Baines out of here. Joksimovic first free throw is good. Come on, miss one for me. Make it interesting. We have no timeouts, so got to go for a 3, and then, we're going to need some more things to go our way. Giannis to Wilson. Caleb might as well fire it. Oh, not the long 2, please. Swings to Giddey. Giddey pulls it from Yucatan. It's over with. We're down 3-2. We'll see if we can force 7. 22 from RJ Barrett. 22 from T Hero. Ultimately, Orlando comes out on top. Now, as far as Giannis, this is the end of his career. Game 6 could be the last game of his career. Ultimately, he will get to retire a Chicago Bull. Even though I was doing all that talking about how Buddy wasn't going to retire a Bull, things change. As we win Game 6, Giannis, this won't be the last game for you. 13 on 13 shots. I'm sure he'd like to go out different. 20 from Buzelis, 23 from Banchero. Game 7, we can win the series right here, or, Giannis's career is over and we lose in the second round. But that's not what we do, man. The dynasty. Okay, let me chill. I always get to talking. Minute 8 left. We are down by 1. Let's get in this ball game. Hopefully close it out, or we could be watching the final 1 minute and 8 seconds, 68 seconds to be exact, of Giannis Antetokounmpo's career. Tyler Hero putting it on the deck against Caleb Wilson. Good defense. It'll go out to Franz. Back to T Hero. Wilson sliding his feet well. Hero just a little too quick for him. Gonna lay it up and in. 14 points for Tyler. I've been seeing him in all types of Milwaukee Bucks gear and pictures lately. It looks like he's really happy to be a Buck. So that's a nice silver lining of the Giannis trade for Bucks fans. Here goes Caleb Wilson. Bro, take Tyler Hero to the basket. That is baby food. Out to Cam Williams. Over to Filipowski. Down to Giannis. Giannis 3 on the shot clock. Oh no. Giannis, what are we doing? All right, it's still a 1-possession game. Got to get this stop. It's no longer a 1-possession game. Franz, a good-looking transition at the other end. Ran the floor well for an easy dunk. Just like that. Orlando by 5. Caleb Wilson will inbound. He gets it into Giannis to Bain to Wilson to Giddey. Giddey gonna drive on Anthony Black here. Walks it out to the 3-point line. Swings it to C-Dub. Bro, we got to get a 3 up and we got to do it fast. Wilson out to Giddey to Bain. You know what, Desmond? Why not? Good look. Knocks it down against his former team, too. Gonna give him a little scare here. 8.6 to go. Joksimovic, I need you to miss one of these. Nick Anderson, he choked his free throws in an Orlando Magic uniform. Joksimovic makes both. He was was 0-7 from 3, but the stroke was still working at the line. Yeah, I didn't like that. Giddey to Buzelis 3. That's it. That is the end of the road for Giannis. D-Bane at 21, 14 and 10 from Antetokounmpo, 16 from Giddey, Banchero at 18. But now it is time for the mythical, the great reset, like it's a Ryan Trahan Penny series. We're going to get a reset of our core, essentially. Evan Mobley's on the Pelicans, but we can go sign a co-star to play alongside Caleb Wilson. At least that's the game plan. Giannis averaged 19 these playoffs. Wilson averaged 16. Yeah, we need more out of our top guys for sure. See you later, Giannis. Happy retirement. Resume looks real decorated. Won 3 championships with us. Of course, he had the 2021 one from real life, but 3 more titles added to the resume. Probably puts him in top 5 convos. We got the 29th overall pick. I am probably gonna double that and give it to the next person. I just want to trade this for, I was hoping a future first, but it is a pretty bad first, so. Oh, right, and we don't use Trade Finder. What am I thinking, man? It was a bad team. Magic, or good team. Magic, I'll give you my pick. They don't want to do that. Okay, it's not that deep. I'm just gonna make my own, make my pick. Who knows? We could get somebody with potential. Look at this, Nelson Wilkes, Kyrie potential, All NBA. You know what, bro? I'm not even gonna think about it too much. We could either get a guy who's compared to World Be Free or World Be Flat, and I'm gonna go with World Be Flat. Welcome to the team, Kyrie. The next Kyrie, Nelson Wilkes. I'm gonna take all these options. T. Barrett, Stephen Gordon. Man, Letos' option is lofty, over 17 M's, but that's okay, because a lot of the salary's off the books, and we've got AE money, man. 31-year-old Anthony Edwards. Could he be looking at shots? Golly, that's a lot of money. I'm gonna do a player option. I'll throw a no trade clause on there too. At this point, we got, what, 3 more years left in the rebuild. If we get AE, he's gonna be here till the end. And Anthony Edwards is pulling up to the shot. Now that means we have to let go of Josh Giddey, Lil Boozy, Asenge, Desmond Bane. I'll do that. I won't hesitate either. All right, Josh Giddey. See ya. Buzelis. See ya. Asenge, Bane. I appreciate y'all, but it's done. Ed Joseph's actually an intriguing player to me, but I don't think we have enough money. Looked like a kind of fun young piece. Here's a good young power forward, 24-year-old Trent Fox. I'll offer him. Might need to play him at a different position because, you know, we already have Leftos and we got Wilson, but we can move things around as needed. Ooh, this guy's pretty good. They'll let me offer him 16 M's. Lau Marks. He was a 6th overall pick. Oh, pull up. Pull up. We got a young piece too. Come on. Come on. Okay, so we got AE. Oh, I was hoping Lefty went up a little bit more. Steph Gordon went up 3. That's decent. Jamie Lewis goes up 4. Shout out to the Mohawk Menace. Yeah, hopefully Lefty can continue to improve. What extension does he want? Okay, Wilson wants an extension 60. Oh, I'll throw you a year at 59. Cam Williams. I like Cam Williams. He's been playing well. Good value contract. Stephen Gordon wants 27. I'm gonna wait on that, buddy. I'm gonna wait on that for you. Nate Ament, 5. I give you 5. I give you 5. See, I can do that. I can do that for sure. Stephen Gordon, 27 is just, that's silly. They're talking like Bron could be going to Miami now. I don't know what's going on with all these rumors. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so ready for this whole thing to be over with. Like this whole Bron situation. I want him to sign. I want to get my banger video off. Because, listen, not to toot my own horn or anything. I'm not saying I'm great at this YouTube thing. What I am saying is LeBron James signing will be getting me a whole lot of views. I'm very much ready for that. And I'm ready to drag it for multiple more videos as well. It's not just going to be one video on Bron signing. What did you think? What do you think this is? We are balling with the Anthony Edwards and Caleb Wilson duo. My goodness. AE's averaging 24. Wilson averaging about 20. I think I'm just going to leave it, right? If we're 29-6, we really made our big move this summer in free agency getting Ant. Why adjust the roster more, especially when we're rolling? Is there any needs for the team? Okay, anything besides power forwards, huh? Could I move things around a little bit? Like Nate Ament, could you? Not really. T. Fox, could you play the 5? He could. That might help a little. Still got too much power forward play. I'm going to put Ament at the 3, 6'10". All right, that works a little better. That'll balance us out some more. There you go. Victor Wembanyama is your MVP. 26 and 13 averages. I gotta be honest, man. I'm proud of us. 68 wins. 23, 10 and 3 from Wilson. This was year 8 of the 10-year takeover. Wilson also added on 2 blocks per game. But we had last year wasn't even really a gap year because we were balling. But we lose in the second round last year. We come right back. Go grab AE who broke his leg. Greg Jennings still put his team on his back though. But AE did break his leg, so he's gonna be out going into the playoffs. I think C-Dub can take care of business in the first round for sure. Oh, we're down 2-1. Down 3-1. Hey, that leg working. We win game 5. He's day to day. Man, can you come out here on stilts or something? I need you. Game 6, Caleb Wilson. If you can get this to 7, maybe AE's leg magically heals. We got him in the hyperbaric chamber, getting ready, loading up. It's kind of close. No, we lost it. We dropped it to the AC because AE got hurt. There's not really much I can do about that. 30 from Caleb Wilson, 25 from Mad Max. Philly actually went on a little bit of a run. Ultimately, the Spurs win the championship. Oh, now you want to be healthy, AE. Just in time for the summer. Just in time for the summer. Cam, 14-10 in one game. C-Dub, 23 a night. He played well. Just didn't really have anybody to come along for the ride with him, unfortunately. Only got 2 more years. I'd love to snag at least 1 more ring. And you know what? I'm going to go try and grab a piece that helps me out. We got 22 million open, but it isn't real cap space. Now you're like, what does that mean? It means basically, once I pay my guys, accept all these options, that cap space is Swiss cheese. I can only spend it right now. So I'm going to try and find somebody making anywhere from like, probably up to like 37 M's. And we're going to try and grab somebody using our draft capital. PG honestly wouldn't be bad. Darius Garland's 34 though. That's a little too old. I want to look at like where each team is at that we're trying to trade with as well. Marcus Spears is an interesting wing. 85 overall, 28 years old. Let me see how Phoenix is doing. They're terrible. See, this is a wing who's 28, so probably doesn't fit their timeline as they enter a rebuild, but fits my timeline. He's young enough. He's a good player on an expiring deal, so I don't think I should have to give up crazy value. I go Cam Williams. I go Nate Ament. I like Cam, though. I really do. I want to keep Cam. I go Nate Ament. T. Barrett probably isn't going to be anything. He's not under contract, though. You know what? Cam Williams just makes sense for the money. We throw the 30th pick. We do a pick next year, so that's 2 firsts and 1 more after that. Done. Okay, we get Marcus Spears. We needed a good small forward, so I thought, okay, let's go make this play. Just thought it made a lot of sense. Something to reload the roster that cost me a few assets, sure, but assets that I'm willing to give up, especially to put a good roster around C-Dub. Now, team options, we take all these. Qualifying offers, Stephen Gordon. Let's go ahead, go right here. That's a high contract, but I'm hoping he'll, prove me right for giving him this, and it isn't another Patrick Williams situation many years later. Let's go get AA, no batteries to be a backup wing. Having some wing depth is definitely a welcome sight for us this offseason. Lefty goes up 3 more. I think I'm going to slide lefty or Caleb Wilson to the 5. Lefty goes up at the 5. He's going to be a 6'8 center, Draymond Green style. And then what else we got? Gordon goes up 3. That's good. Is it worth 5 years, 185? Maybe in 2034. I don't know how. Yeah, because, I'm paying Caleb Wilson nearly 60 a year. I'm paying AE like 70 some a year. So, yeah, okay. Lefty one's 48. I'll give you 46. As we enter year number 9, I'm thinking that our big move here was our trade that we made, going out and getting Marcus Spears. It's a pretty big deal. Now we actually have too much center play, so I'm going to slide Trent Fox back over to the 4. There you go. We could use a backup PG, but you know what, Steph? I paid you all that money. You can hold it down. Also, what is Marcus Spears' shot tendency? Okay, it's high. So he's going to be a scorer. Oh, yeah, he was averaging numbers, wasn't he? Yeah, he was averaging 16 in Phoenix, 20 the year prior. So if he can average anywhere from 15 to 20 points per game, that'd be awesome. Some more wing scoring, wing creation. We definitely need that. We're doing all right. We're the 4 seed right now. We're only 5 games out of the 1 spot. Everybody's been healthy. I don't know. Do I make a trade? Like I said, my big move was kind of getting Marcus Spears, who hasn't played as well here as he did in his previous teams. I'm going to bank on us being able to really get right in the second half of the season, hopefully building some more chemistry with Spears, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Low-key skip past the MVP screen. It wasn't Caleb Wilson, though. Probably Wemby again. Caleb Wilson did make All-NBA first team. Yeah, Wemby wanted to get in. But here's the bad news. Caleb Wilson out 4-6 going into the playoffs. Last year was AE. This year it's C-Dub. That's why those years where we were going on runs time and time again, it was lucky, man. We got lucky with injuries. Or, well, the lack thereof injuries. 20-12 from Caleb Wilson. Oh, look at that. AE makes third team, average 22, 5, and 4. Wilson, all defensive first. So we're missing an All-NBA, all defensive first team guy. Pistons were far ahead of us in the standings. We were in the 2 spot with 52 Ws. Man, Wilson played 81 games, got hurt on the second to last last game of the season. That is just bad luck. As far as the early returns on the Marcus Spears deal, well, not early returns. We got a full season sample size. 16, 2-4. It's not bad. Lefty averaged 11-6. First round, we got the Philly Sixers. Last year, they snuck us while we were injured. They could very well do the same this time. That's what they're trying to do. Oh, wait, we got an update here. I'm sorry. Oh, great. My other power forward also got injured. Lowell Marks, he's got an ankle sprain. Trent Fox is hurt. He broke his leg. We're down 3-1. Win game 5, give me game 6. Okay, we're back in the series. AE had 22 in that 6 games. Still no Caleb Wilson, so Ant, it's all on you, man. It's all on you to get us to round 2. That'll buy Wilson some time, and he should be able to get back in the second round, if we make it there, of course. It's close. We haven't seen AE in the Chi-Town red jerseys. I'm sure he's looking real handsome. Why did I say that? I don't know, man. I just say whatever. I got way more comfortable with y'all, man. I've started saying whatever in these videos. Alvarez gets it into Mingo. Mingo throws it down to Tyron Stokes. Stokes draws the double team, drops the shoulder. Man, get that out of here. Oh, did somebody get hurt? No, we're good. That's my new addition as well. It's Marcus Spears, right? Yeah. Marcus Spears. My fault. Sometimes when it's a guy I haven't really seen in real life, when I see him in 2K, it's kind of hard to put a face to the name. You know, even if it's like an auto-generated guy we've been rocking out with for some time, it's harder for me to connect and put 2 and 2 together. I don't know if that makes sense. Maxey gets the screen, mid-range, no good. Kane grabs the rebound, gives it to Lewis. Lewis gonna swing it over to AE. Oh, take VJ to the basket. Take the generator to the rim. Floaties! And we're up by 4. Anthony Edwards hyped in the clutch. Yeah, Edwards would be such a fun Showtime player to play for a team like the Bulls. Oh my goodness. But I love him in Minnesota. I hope he stays there. I hope he does real well there. I'm not saying he should leave. Mad Max to the rim. What a finish. Tyrese putting Philly back within 2. Talk about a Showtime player, man. So quick. Never afraid of the moment. Hey, he's incredible. Anthony Edwards with the ball. Gonna drive it on VJ Edgecombe. Tough float. No good. Rebound will go to, was that Malawak? I think it was Money Malawak. Up to Bruce Branch. Branch throws it at Anthony Edwards. That's a steal right there. AE up to Marcus Spears. Spears gonna put it on the deck. Swing it out to Edwards. One more to Kane. Give it back to AE, buddy. Too much dip on your chip. Kane taking his time. Wasting a lot of clock in all honesty. Edwards will post up. He's gonna go at VJ Edgecombe. Dumps it down to Leftos. Come on, lefty. Rebound goes to Philly. They have no timeouts. Neither do we. 10 seconds to go. Bruce Branch with the ball. Branch in the corner here. 7 seconds now for Philly. It'll go to Mad Max. Maxey gonna need to fire something up. 3 ball. He's got room. Step up! Yo, what are we doing? Step up! Well, next year will be the last year, a final chance, the last dance. 30 and 8 assists from AE, 22 from Lefty. I need my guy Caleb Wilson to be ready for the playoffs. I also need AE to be ready for the playoffs. Is that too much to ask at this point in time? I don't know. Pistons come out of the East, win the title. AE averaged 24, Marcus Spears 17, Lefty averaged 14. What's Lefty's shot tendency? 66? Yeah, bro. If I'm paying you all that cheddar cheese, all that chicken, I'm gonna need you to shoot the ball more. I don't want you to be afraid to shoot. You can't be Ben Simmons and me on that type of contract, all right? Player progression. Oh, whoa, slow down. I was going like it was a simulation, and I could just go straight to the progression. We will skip past the draft. Lewis, I'll accept his option. Wilkes, we'll do that. Okay, we got Filipowski. He's a cool backup center. We could probably do better. Marcus Spears wants $30 million. I give it to him. Filipowski, we actually cannot do better, so I'm going to resign him. I was looking at who we could afford. He was quite literally the best affordable option. No other moves will be coming in free agency. Lefty goes up 3, 2 and 86. Filipowski down 1. Wilkes up 3. Nelson Wilkes, could he be a trade asset? Probably not. The only assets we'll have this year if we want to make a deadline deal are like our 3 tradable. We'll have a 4th tradable pick once we start the new season. So we'll have 4 picks that we could trade if we want to use any of those. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty much cooked. I mean, 4 picks is actually quite a lot, so not saying that's nothing. I think the biggest thing, though, is just going to be health. That's an internal thing. Everybody's staying good and ready. And as usual, man, with these longer videos, I want to say thank y'all for sticking all the way through till the end. I know it took me a little while to get to my second 10-year takeover. Hopefully the next one is sooner than the last one, because I think the last one I posted was 7 days ago, so I guess last Friday. Yeah, I didn't mean for it to take that long. Just got caught up doing some other videos, so my apologies on that. Dang, man. Our first year with AE was so promising. I'm going to be honest, man. Ever since we got Marcus Spears, the vibes have been low. We just haven't been good. Have we had guys missing time, or what's the situation? Edwards has only played 21 games. Spears has only played 17 games, so I can't even blame our shortcomings on him, really. And even with them in the lineup right now, it's not like we're all sunshine and rainbows, although we're starting to put together some wins. Okay, maybe we're okay. I don't know. It's tough. I wish I had another month or so to evaluate the team before the deadline. We've got the contracts of like Lewis, Amari Allen. Amari Allen's mad, so I probably need to deal him. Also, Stephon Gordon just ruptured his Achilles. He's out for the season, meaning I don't have a PG. Okay, so I got to go get a point. This is our last run. I need to have a guard for it. Who could I reasonably get? Dude, Luka, he's making so much money. I can't get to his salary. Kingston Flemings. Let me see what guards are on bad teams, because that's who I should really be looking at. I shouldn't just be looking at everybody. Luka's on the Nets who suck, but it's just, again, the salary, the contract. Bennett Sturts could be gettable. Keontae George for the Jazz. I like Bennett Sturts. I like Reed Shepherd. I'm going to call the Rockets about Reed. Scoring guard. 86 overall, veteran player at this point, 31 years old. He's making $31 million though, which is a lofty amount for me to get to. Let's go Amari Allen, Jamie Lewis. Would I throw Marks in this deal? I mean, at the end of the day, he's a backup too. I'm gonna take out Jamie Lewis. We'll do Amari Allen, Marks, requiring a little bit too much. Let's take him. Boom. Okay, we match the money. I throw an unprotected pick, and it's done. All right, we got a guard. We may also need a backup wing. I still have some tradable picks. We're gonna go max salary. It needs to be low, low. You know, I'd love to make this salary, but like 7.5. Ooh, the market's not great, huh? What about like 11? We can get Jalen Wells. I'm gonna try to trade for him, depending on how the Grizz are doing, because if they're doing well, like he's a good wing on a good contract. No, they're not doing well. So I feel like he's exactly the kind of player they'd be wanting to move for value. He's actually their highest overall at an 82. Good gracious, they are cooked. Okay, I guess, I mean, to get to his money, I'd have to throw Lewis. But I mean, how much of an upgrade is this? Because Lewis has actually been good. Wells hasn't been scoring much. You know, Trent Fox, in real life, you can trade injured players. So I'm going to say it's reasonable that we remove his minor injury that wouldn't like affect a trade or get a trade rescinded on some Mark Williams stuff. Lakers probably should have just went through with that deal instead of giving up everything for Walker Kessler. Golly. But imagine if that deal goes through. Y'all think the Lakers do better in the playoffs? I remember that year they got cooked by the Wolves. Could have used that size. Anyway, getting really sidetracked, side tangent. Trent Fox for Jalen Wells. We do a first round pick. Done. Okay. Dealt a few firsts, but this is my last year, so I'm wheeling and dealing. I'm doing what I need to do. Let's go try and get this championship. I at least made some moves to hopefully put us in no question, I put us in a better position. Good second half of the season. We played well in February, playing well into March, so hopefully catching momentum, hitting our stride at the right time, as we're going to win 51 games. Pretty good. Again, we finished strong, so even though our record doesn't look that crazy, probably better than our record indicates. C-Dub averaged 20 and 11, made an All-NBA second, All-Defensive first. First round, we got the Cavs. Where's AE? Please tell me he's ready to go for the playoffs. He's got a torn tricep. Golly. He's out for the season? Well, Caleb Wilson, if you go on this run, it'd be legendary. I fear it's not happening. The injury bug hit us bad late in the video. We're going to a Game 7. Could be the final game of the video, or maybe the start of an incredible run. Nah, it's over, bro. Maybe it's not over. We're up 3, minute 5. Come on, Caleb Wilson. Keep us going, buddy. Keep us going. Buchanan will inbound the ball. Is that Bronny in Cleveland? Oh my goodness. You know he'd be celebrated there for sure. Caleb Wilson not in the game right now. He fouled out. Had 33 and 14. He was having a night. Reed Shepherd's got 24 though. Averaging 17 for us in the playoffs. Shout out to him. Bronny will get the screen up top. Get to his spot. Oh, I thought he was firing that for sure. Crowd would have gone nuts, even though I got crowd noise off. But imagine the crowd going nuts if Bronny smacked a 3. He's going to have to take this one. Steps into it. Shot clock violation. Made it too, but doesn't count. Good defense, fellas. I guess Reed Shepherd and like Marcus Spears are going to have to cook. Man, went from AE and Caleb Wilson to Reed Shepherd and Marcus Spears. So cooked. Alexandris with the ball, fades away and misses. Oh, goodness. Kingston Flemings will pull down the rebound here. It goes to Delgado. Delgado bumping, swings. 3 will tie this game up for Cleveland. Hughes has space, finds Delgado wide open, missed it. Oh! Oh, we got lucky. We got lucky. We got lucky. We're going to the line now. Reed Shepard. Cash. Yes. We at least are going to push it to round 2, man. We're at least going to push it to round 2. 33 and 14 from Wilson. You know, he played well despite fouling out. Next to A, can you like at least get the yellow injury icon where you can come back? You're just not coming back. Torn triceps smoked the season. I'm not too familiar with that injury. We're down 3-1 to the Magic. We win game 5. Can we get game 6? Truly would be a Caleb Wilson legacy run, but it's just too much to ask of him. Marcus Spears had 20, Caleb Wilson 17, 14, and 5. All in all, a great run, but once Giannis retired, nothing was the same. Shout out Drake. If you enjoyed the video and you made it to the end, comment Bulls. Caleb Wilson, after 10 years, has 3 chips, made 6 All-Star teams, 4 All-NBA first teams, 1 All-NBA second team, 2 All-Defensive first teams, 3 All-Defensive second teams. Reed Shepard averaged 18, Marcus Spears 14 tonight in this postseason run. Hey, you let me down with all your dang injuries. Nonetheless, if you enjoyed the video, oh wait, let's recap a couple of the championship runs, team records. We got a few more things to go over. So NBA history, past, we never had an MVP, did we? No. But past champions, we won 1 in 28. We lost in the 29 finals in a 7-game battle. And then we also lost in the 32 finals in a 7-game battle. Same team too, San Antonio. We had some great series with them, but we beat them in a 7-game battle in 31 to win our 2nd championship in a row. We also beat Minnesota for that first title. But yeah, all in all, we made 5 finals, won 3, lost 2. We're competitive pretty much through and through. And then as far as team records go, anybody break anything for points? No, because Michael Jordan. All right, well, you know, Michael Jordan's just good at basketball. Yeah, I guess we didn't really break too many records. Josh Giddey had a record for assists in a season. But yeah, there you go. Caleb Wilson, sensational. Put up 48 points one time. What did he end up averaging in his 10 years? 20 points, 9 boards, 3 assists, a steal, 2 blocks. If you enjoyed and you made it to the end, comment Bulls, like, subscribe. We love basketball. Have a great day. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.